Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Community Spotlight. We've got a special edition here today. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 15 card mod with Skybills. If you're not familiar, Skybills is one of our showrunners here on Hotfix. I like to do these shows occasionally where we highlight other shows by having their host on and just having them do speedruns, play a game, and we promote their shows. So make sure that you check out Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill. They are every other week, the same week, so you'll be a Tuesday and then a Wednesday we'll have Random Number Generation and then Mercy Kill. And Random Number Generation is a show about randomizers, randomizer community, adjacent stuff like bingos, just randomized content. And Mercy Kill is people trying to beat a timer with their rusty runs. They're both a lot of fun. If you've never seen them, definitely recommend checking them out. And Sky's going to be here playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For us today. How you doing?
Good. I actually just played about 9 hours of this yesterday, but that was one card. That was the original. This one is 15 card mod, and I'll tell you, once we start getting to those ATEX later on, I'm gonna be very thankful we're on 15 card and not one card. Ray, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty well. Just hanging out. We had a pretty long weekend on Hotfix. If you missed any of our shows, we had 7 of them. You can check them out on our YouTube. The VODs will be coming up. They should already be up now or coming up soon, because I think some of them haven't quite hit 24 hours yet, but a lot of stuff to catch up on if you missed any of that, a lot of good content. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can check us out live over on our Twitch. And just real quick reminder, Games Done HDQ 2022 submissions are open for both game and volunteer submissions until October 3rd. So if you have a game you want to submit, or if you want to participate by helping out volunteering with HDQ 2022 online, go to gamesdonequick.com. All the information is there on the page. There's a link you can click to do submissions. Definitely go check that out. But for people who've never seen this before, what's 15 card mod, Sky?
So for 15 card mod, think of it as a booster pack in real life. So instead of getting one card like the original, you're going to get 15. And trust me, we are going to need every single drop that we can get from this game because the odds of the things we need to drop are very low. But when 15 card is added to the mix, much easier, much more manageable to have in a more compact group of time. Both of my runs, I'm being a little superstitious here, both of my runs did finish under 3 hours, so this one has some hype to live up to for sure. The Flame Fatale one finished, I want to say like 235, and then the last one we had for ADEF show, I want to say was either in the 240s or the low 250s, so yeah. Got some hype to live up to for sure. I blame ADEF though for partially why the other one was so close to estimate.
Did ADEF give you the commentator's curse?
Yes, ADEF very much did and said, oh, my show, I'm like midway through my run, and ADEF is like, oh yeah, my show's cursed. And I'm like, this is not the game to have on your show if this is a cursed show. This is bad. So any kind of good luck, good vibes that I can get from chat, from YouTube, also, please y'all, send it my way. I'm going to need it.
We do not have quite the same curse that ADEF has. We usually finish our randomizers here. As opposed to ADEF shows. He had a show where they did a no logic Ocarina of Time randomizer because with all of the glitches you can usually complete it, and they somehow rolled an uncompletable seed just because his show is cursed.
What?
Yeah. The light hour arrows were in a spot that were not possible to get because reasons. So just a quick overview, is this more like a more reliable version? You know, it's evens out the RNG a little bit, but you still got to do the same strategies kind of ideal with 15 card mod?
Yeah, but there is one thing I want to add. There is no running from the final 6. Now, I'm going to do an extra fight. Again, this is a showcase, not a speedrun. Here's why. I don't want to be rolling decks for hours. So we're going to be starting with a pre-made deck made by Bad News Nate, and it will have 3 dragons, 3 thunders, a usable equip, and of course, Raigeki over Dark-Hole. We do not want to flush the entire field. We want to wipe only one side of the field, that being my opponent's. So again, this is a showcase instead of a run. And why? Because in actual speedrun of this could take up to an hour just to even get the right deck to get started. So It's very, very, very important to make sure we start off on the right foot. And then, of course, we're going to be adding in Seto 2. Now, what is adding in Seto 2? We sacrifice time, but if I get to the final 6 and I die at the final 6, it would be final 7 normally, we don't have to go through the cutscene twice and we don't have to fight Labyrinth Mage more than outside of Seto 2. But we add that Seto 2 fight in there, which is a little scary because Gate Guardian is in the mix.
Mm-hmm. And just to clarify, if you weren't using the pre-made deck, you'd be like watching the intro, with checking your deck, and then resetting over and over and over again until you get something usable, basically.
Yep, that's part of the FM experience. That is what we do for RTAs, or real-time attacks. And again, while those have a time and place, when you're going to showcase a run, I feel like right now, this is the most reliable way to do so, while still trying to stick with that very difficult estimate of 3 hours or so. You know, it's more like 3 hours and a question mark. You don't know what this game's going to throw at you, and it owes you absolutely nothing.
Yeah, even with 15 card mods, sometimes the game can just be real mean. It's still Forbidden Memories, especially with the final 6. So send
yeah, the
Sky,
final 6.
I was just gonna say, send Sky your good energy for this run. We're hoping it goes well. And what was it you were gonna say?
No, I was going to say the final 6 does not change. No matter what category you are running, if it's original, some kind of modded run, the final 6 is still the final 6, unless, of course, you're going for final 7 when you're going for a PB attempt. I don't know if anyone would ever want to do final 7 in a showcase.
All right. Is there anything else you want to cover, or do you just want to hop right into it?
I think we can hop right into it. I mean, we have 3 hours, so everyone get comfy, get a snack. You know, and don't forget to stretch and hydrate. This is a very, very long run, no matter what context you run it in, unless you get very lucky on 15 card. So with that, I think we're ready to go here.
Yeah, and we will be we will be taking at least one wellness break at some point, just because hotfix. So you'll have opportunities to get up and stretch. But yeah, why don't you give us a countdown?
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. So again, we're missing, as Ray had stated, we're missing the entire cutscene at the beginning. So we're just going to go leave shop here. We already know we have a good deck. Woohoo, everybody cheer. We don't have to wait an hour for our deck, and that's always a good thing. So really funny thing at the beginning here. I'm actually going to mash kind of slow through this because I don't want to take a chance on having to reset. So we're going to do what I like to call the original... the Ancient Egypt 1 skip, and I just did it. Guess what? All you have to do is say no and then go to bed. That's easy, right? If you hit to duel Simon, you have to go through a bunch of duels, a bunch of other dialogue stuff. It is very messy. This is the way in which you skip the first third of the game. So that's all you have to do.
Is that like the tutorial skip, basically? Except the tutorial is super long.
Yep. Yeah, so nothing much going on here. Haishin. We don't like Haishin, by the way. We never like Haishin. Haishin is a very bad person trying to take over the palace here with our person who I want to love, but not really, Seto here. Yes, very much looks like Seto Kaiba. I wonder about that one. But, yeah, so there is basically a revolt going on here where Seto and Haishin want to take over Egypt, and our job is to save Egypt. And Simon here is trying to help give us a little bit of leeway, gives us the Millennium Puzzle to help fight them. Because after all, they are also in possession of the Millennium items, at least Seto is with the Millennium Rod. So we get cornered by Haishin. And Haishin says, we have no choice but to duel, because again, Haishin is a bad person and a bad sport. And what a better way to begin a run of Forbidden Memories? You have to lose right away, which is in the spirit of this game because you lose a lot, even when you know what you're doing. Yeah, so we're going to want to pick our week. Oh, go ahead.
I say that very much fits the theme of this run. Losing a lot, especially when you get to the final 6 on like 15 card mod. Oh my goodness.
So again here, and as you see, it's not hard to lose. Look at this. Just starting out with a 3200, which would normally be a fused monster here. Yeah, we're just going to lose here and hopefully lose quickly. Sometimes Haishin will set a card in defense mode, and then we have to spend extra time attacking that or set down a back row, like you see there, which is a widespread ruin. So thankfully enough, Black Skull Dragon will end this duel quickly. And again, here to lose is to win. you can win, but then Haishin's a bad sport, and you have to duel Haishin until you lose to progress the story. Again, very characteristic of Forbidden Memories, right? But our good friend Simon,
if you win.
Yes, against that particular battle, yes. So that is the only time, other than practice, which is free duel, the thing that we use to farm, that is the only time other than free duel where you can lose and not take a game over there. There we go. This is the last time we see our friend Simon. Simon sacrifices to save us. So, and who else do we wake up to but, Joy Wheeler after all this?
Oh, I didn't practice my Joey impression.
Ah. All of that drama to wake up to Joy Wheeler, Now we're playing Magic. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In a baseball stadium. I play Magic, by the way, so played both Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! For some time, so I'm right at home with these card speedruns for sure. But never heard of the baseball stadium tournament, ever. Also, Hai Kaiba. That's the actual Seto Kaiba that we know, and either love or loathe, depending on how you feel about Seto Kaiba.
I love how the story's all over the place in Forbidden Memories. You start in Egypt, go back to modern times for a tournament in a baseball stadium, and then you go back to Egypt again.
It's a ridiculously wild game. I always tell people, if you want to learn how to play this game, or if you want to learn to love and enjoy this game, do not apply logic. Do not apply basic Yu-Gi-Oh! Logic, and don't apply any regular game logic. It will not work with this game. This hand is something to be desired, though, unfortunately. So, I think we're going to do this.
Yeah, I think if it's
that was a Disc Magician.
I think of it sort of like how in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! They hadn't figured out the rules of the game yet. Some of the early games did the same thing. And Forbidden Memories uses its own rules, and don't try to compare it to real Yu-Gi-Oh! At all.
Absolutely not. So, this is an interesting scenario here. I don't think I have much to deal with this right now, so this is where things get a little scarier than usual. And I have to determine what I want to keep and I want to toss here. I think I can make what's called Firegrass here. Is this Firegrass? Yes, that's Firegrass. So we are going to use Mars here, and I think that should work. Yes, so we have the advantage on the Guardian Star here. I was looking at this and I'm like, wait, I got Firegrass, right? And you'll have those moments, even when you know what you're doing in this game. Like, I forgot that first fusion was Disc Magician there. So now we have Neptune. So this is a great introduction to elements, like in Pokemon here. Water beats fire, etc. And now, with this is an interesting fusion to start on here. It looks like our savior is going to be a huge slug called Bolt Escargot here. And we're going to have advantage again. Thunder beats water. See, this is my built-in tutorial for GDQ. Totally unintended, but this is a fantastic way to show all about Guardian Stars here.
How many different Guardian Stars are there?
A lot. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the answer to that, but it is way more than I care to think about here. Here's a wonderful card here. One of my favorites at the beginning, Mystical Sand. That is a female plus a rock. And so Oth was learning this game yesterday, my partner Author Blues. And I had to explain to him that there's some hidden types in this game. Female is one of them. And he's like, there's an instruction manual or a really good tutorial on this, right? I'm like, no. An actual tutorial on Forbidden Memories Off? Come on now, you know that's not the way this game goes.
I think the best you can hope for is some really old, outdated game FAQ that covers most of it. And then, like, usually in those old game FAQs, they're like, sometimes you get this, and I don't know why.
You want to know how I learned? Trial and error. Just like how I learned Magic. Alright, this should be game on this match here. Oh, at the very last second. We'll do it just for the funsies, even though we don't need it. Folks, here we go. Here's our first Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Get used to seeing this card. It will be our ace for a little while here. Alright, cool. So, a little longer than usual there on that first duel, but that's fine. So now we get our booster pack. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Anything good? Got a couple good things here, but nothing I'm too excited about. However, again, thanks to the fact that we have this showcase deck that Nate created, we can go right on. Anything that we would normally want to farm for, we're okay at this point. but we will be making some adjustments to the deck.
And for people who haven't watched 15 card mod a lot, that goes by real fast. Watch the very bottom of the screen whenever Sky opens the booster packs. That's where the card names are.
Yep. All right, so I have to do a think here for a second. I typically like to get rid of the spellcasters early. And again, everybody has their own way of approaching what they want to get rid of first. There's no one right or wrong way here. We're going to change out our Yami for a mountain. That was one of the good drops from there. That'll boost our dragons. And then we probably start out with too many waters, so actually, we don't really have much of a use for a fish here. Okay. So the nice thing about getting a fire and a beast beast makes a flame dog, a 3-headed fire dog, which is very cute. Big fan of it. Hopefully we see it here because it's really good against Weevil.
Do you get to pet the Cerberus?
I wish. Well, I like Raigeki here. So what we're going to do here is scout. And why are we going to scout? Well, there is a 2200 that can come out right away. Its name is Jirai Gumo. Very scary card. You do not want to wrestle with it. And looks like we didn't get Jirai Gumo to start due to the defense mode there. So now, we probably won't need this mountain, so we're probably going to pitch that here. We're going to make a pretty cool card to start. This is Queen of Autumn Leaves. I love the art on this one. Ooh, it's Weevil's Cocoon. Now, fortunately, I believe there's no easy way for Weevil to convert that into Great Moth, a very powerful and potent card here, but it looks like Weevil's going to increase the defense on it using that insect armor. So, again, fortunately enough for us, we're starting out with a pretty reliable deck here, so we're just going to pitch everything until we can get something bigger to break that cocoon.
Alternatively, if you could get him to, like, commit another big creature, that'd be worth just throwing the Raigeki at it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that's what I'm waiting for here. I want to see what he throws out. If I want to go faster, I might just throw out the Raigeki if I'm feeling a little impatient. Here, I'm actually going to do that right now because I have a pretty decent hand. All right, so let's go for it here. We want to get these bugs out of our deck soon too, but why not attack with them while we have them? Also, let's take some time and appreciate the music here. The music in this game is fantastic.
Oh yeah, music in this game bops.
So we're going to start by making a dragon here. This is our good friend Berkeley dragon. That is an effective attack. We're going to be talking about effective attacks later on when we get into Atex. Question here from the chat. Doesn't this game take hours to beat? It depends on what version you have. The answer is probably yes. And here we go. Here's our twin-headed Thunder Dragon again for our win.
And you have different ways of playing this game depending on how long you want it to take.
Exactly, yes. If you want to be spending multiple settings on it, one card is great. If you want it to be a little faster, there is 5 card and 15 card. And I think there's also a 10 card. All right, let's see what we got. Yo, we got a Thunder! That's Thunder number 4, y'all. Let's go. That's, Weevil doesn't drop much, but to get that Thunder is one of the best drops that Weevil can have. So, yo, keep sending those good vibes, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We told chat at the start, send good vibes.
Now time for one of my favorite duelists. I absolutely love my Valentine. She does not put up with any crap in the show. Very strong duelist. She unfortunately gets a bad showing because plot armor, blah, 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 blah. Still love her, though. One of my favorites. And yes, there's a pun in there because there's going to be puns in the show. I should have warned y'all about that at the beginning. I'm sorry. Puns happen here. Forgive me.
I think the viewers of my show are used to puns at this point, Sky. I think you're okay.
Perfect.
We have puns on the regular on the community spotlight.
Well, then I'm just going to feel right at home here. Okay, we're good here. This is right off the bat. Here we have another twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Now, why couldn't this happen during Flame Fatale? During that run, I kept getting the worst hands during these segments. So
So there's more than one way to make a twin-headed Thunder Dragon. What are you looking for when you make a twin-headed?
You were typically looking for a dragon to start, and then the thunder, but then depending on the strength of that dragon and the thunder, you'll need a little bit more than that. So the dragon or the thunder, in order to make a single fusion without having to use multiple fusions, the dragon or the thunder has to be greater than, not equal to, greater than 1500. So for example, if I have a 1900 thunder, but a small petite dragon, that's still going to make twin-headed thunder dragon in one go. And I have no clue what I'm going to do with this hand. Guess I'll just pitch these. There are many ways, though, to make a twin-headed thunder dragon.
So as you go ideally with 15 card mod, you'd be looking to ditch your lower power dragons and thunders for higher powered ones, just to get those easier 2-card fusions.
Yeah, and that's the beauty about farming for MBD. MBD gives you access to what I call level 2 dragons, level 2 thunders even. And again, we're just pitching these cards out of our hand here.
Yeah, I know Dave,
I needed this
one of
Dissolver
our
Rock.
roommates over there at the Speed House, has a foil twin-headed and a little card holder on his bookcase. Just because
this was enough. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, a lot of people who play this game just really have a good attachment to that card. What'd you get? What'd you get? You made a face.
I got like half a dozen dragons there. Okay, maybe a little bit less. I was really excited about that because normally you're supposed to get BCD on that to try to get a wire. You need that wired attack. It's wire, ATH, or widespread ruin. But because I messed up, I actually benefited a little bit from that because I got way more dragons than I would normally get in a BCD. So it was a trade-off, one I wasn't thinking I'd come across, but dang, well, we take those. Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you saying? You were talking about a twin-headed thunder dragon?
I was just saying a lot of the players who play this game get they get attached to the twin-headed. It's nice to have the card, and I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! FM players who just have a twin-headed card because they play this game.
It's a fantastic thing. Oh, the other thing we have capabilities of making, by the way, I actually have room to start making Crimson Sunbird, so I think I'm going to see if I can make room so we can have a Fire Chicken deck here to start out, which is also pretty cool. I'll take Battle Ox too, why not?
We get some Fire Chickens early on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a really good drop of 15. If I were to make a mistake, that was a beautiful mistake to make. Okay. So I believe this will actually do it here. So I'm going to take the Silver Rock here, which has Mars, and this Blue Wing Crown. Now, this should make it. It is. Here's Crimson Sunbird. And again, one of the things you want to look for, we were talking about hidden types earlier. There are some hidden types where some of these monsters have Mars as their primary attribute. You can use those like Pyros, and that's how we made Crimson Sunbird there. Here we go. We're going to make a Stone Dragon here. Really, really strong start here against Keith.
The name of that card always cracks me up. The Bistro Butcher.
There's a lot of really funky cards in this game. Let's make a Metal Dragon here.
One thing I like about Forbidden Memories is that it gives a use to a lot of the dinky cards that don't have much use otherwise in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since you're fusing them together to make bigger ones.
Do you have a favorite Ray that you can think of?
I do not play Forbidden Memories that much, so that's a hard question. There's a lot of goofy ones that I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Of course there's goofy ones, that makes sense.
I think my favorite has got to be one of the goofy ones, not any of the typical ones though. Just because I'm a silly person.
Probably should have. Actually, no. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually try to get the rank that I'm supposed to get here. So next turn, I'm going to activate Mountain. And that should be able to give me the proper ranking that I need here. So you can either go for fusions, you can go for spell activations, etc. But sometimes I'll take an extra turn to buffer my ranking if I need extra fusions or I need to activate a spell. Okay, cool. There we go. We got the ranking we needed this time. But anything good? We got a wire! Oh, that's so important! Oh my gosh, thank you.
So
okay,
what was the rank you were going for, and what was the benefit?
So BCD is a different drop table here. I normally don't save here, but I'm going to do that just because we got the wire and because stuff can happen in this game. So, we were going for BCD ranking there, and that was to get that wire. That wire is a card that we need in order to tech Pegasus properly. So that's really, really, really important there. And sometimes this game makes me wait until the last 2 to 3 duelists in World Tournament before finally giving me a card like that, either that in ATH or Widespread. So I'm really excited, like pre-finals, like the second half of World Tournament's called the finals, we already have the card we need to tech Pegasus. And we have a lot of dragons already to make the fusions to tech Pegasus. Wonderful start here right out of the gate. I just hope my luck's not being front-loaded because that is something I'm terrified of.
So with your high dragon count, you got the wire. Are you looking for more thunders still, or like what is our short-term goal right now?
Absolutely. So we probably want about 6 or 7 thunders. Ideally, I have been able to tech Pegasus on as low as 4 to 5 thunders. We already have 4 thunders, so it's not like it would be that much of a stretch to be able to tech Pegasus from here because we use a lot of zombies. At least I use a lot of zombies to help tech. Zombies fuse with dragons really well, and the more fusions we make, we have to have 15 fusions in order to get the proper drop table from Pegasus. It's ridiculous, but very much worth our time. So in this category, answering that question from chat, there is a where you can manipulate your RNG, but that is a separate category. I typically play without manipulation. I want to get rid of that Battle Ox now. Here it is. And I want probably some more zombies. Let me see how many zombies I have. Yeah, we only have 2 zombies so far, so we definitely want more zombies. And again, that's just to help out with fusions. So I think we have 1 more. I'm not going to put the wire in until a little bit later. Oh, I still have... What am I doing? I want to take these 2 out then. I forgot I had snake hairs and armored zombies. Those are typically a little more powerful. All right, let's go. I'm going to turn up my sound a little bit here, and I hope you all do too, because the music in here is about to get really good. All right, let's just start out with one of these. Hi, friend. Even though our friend looks very frightening, that is a friend indeed. Alright, so... You know what? For the fans, let's make a pumpkin. Someone was talking about that before. There's your pumpkin.
Yeah! Look at that goofy pumpkin.
For the fans.
I love the tiny little crown on top of it. Giant pumpkin. Little crown.
Pumpkin's awesome. Let's make one of these too. The fans tend to like mystical sand as well.
We're showing off a lot of the different fusions so far this run. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Admittedly, you know, some of them have been a little bit on accident, but that's okay. That's part of the fun, right? Every different run of FM tells a story. This run should not look that similar to either of the other 2 that I've done on GDQ. I always like them to look a little different. Let's make another Crimson Sunbird here. So we're gonna wait 1 more turn again to get that BCD drop table. Shoddy here carries Beast Fangs if you get a BCD rating. So we're gonna do that by activating Mountain next turn. We put Trent in if there's room.
That emote cracks me up every time, the Trent emote.
Yeah, that's Spikes, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, cool. The only thing that's infuriating about a trend is that could have been an MVD, you know? Anything good here? Got some good zombies that can also double as fires, but nothing too interesting in here. So we'll use probably the Flame Reaper, at least because it's a zombie and it's a pyro. It's another hidden pyro type. Those are always fun to make Crimson Sunbirds.
Oth says, what the frick is a Trent?
Oth, you will not say nice things to Trent once you get one of those to drop versus an MVD. That is all I will say. That is family friendly for now. There are some very choice words that folks have to describe Trent when they've been farming for hours and they need an MVD, but they keep getting Trent to fall. That's the best way to put it.
I just like the, Oth coming in as the learning this game currently going, what the heck are you all talking about occasionally?
Would you describe Oth as learning this game, Ray?
Was that?
Would you describe Oth as learning this game?
I mean, he's in the process of it. It might not be by his own choice, but...
Alright, so, normally I could use Crawling Dragon plus this Thunder here, but instead, we're gonna do the 3-way fusion because this way, more fusions means we lower our ranking here, although I don't know if it matters now that we have a wire if we get BC. Having an additional wire would be good though, because if the wire is the last card in our deck against Pegasus and we go to tech, we can't tech. And yes, that has happened to folks before. It is so sad when that happens. Let's make a Crimson Sunbird here though.
How much is it relevant if, like, your deck is heavier on dragons than thunders, and just using more dragons in your fusions to just see more cards and try to get those thunders to come out more?
You definitely want to have, I want to say, a little more dragons than thunders, but at the end, when you go into the final 6, you'll probably want about 9-10 thunders on average. Thunders are so important, and they're so scarce. You don't think they're scarce until you get to a certain point in the game, and you're like, I can use more thunders, and then you don't have them.
Yeah.
So I guess if I wanted to save time, I could take down Bakura right now. But again, I'm going to try to get into that BCD drop table right now. That means more fusions. So we're going to make all the fusions here. And then win the game. That's going to make Pumpkin, but we're going to get rid of Pumpkin. I'm sorry, y'all. I want a second Crimson Sunbird here.
Need more fire chickens.
I love fire. Fire chicken is so good right up until when we start attacking Pegasus. That's when the fire chickens are going to come out for more dragons and more zombies, more thunders. But until then, fire chickens are great. Oh my gosh. Time Wizard! Yo, we don't get those. Did we get 2?
Yeah.
No, I think we only got 1. Wait, we got 2.
I think I saw
Oh my
2.
gosh. Oh my god. Time Wizards are so good. I love Time Wizard. All it does is make Thousand Dragon without an effect. It doesn't have the Time Wizard effects that you know and love, but I still love Time Wizard. It's such a cool card. All right. Onward to Pegasus. This is where our first game over could potentially be if the game doesn't cooperate. That's why we just saved, so no worries. If we do game over to Pegasus, it's an easy turnover. No need to panic. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's get rid of that. And I guess we'll get rid of this. And I want both my Time Wizards, for sure. Okay.
Chad is saying you can get away with offing the Pumpkin because it's not October yet. So you get the pass.
Yeah, that's right. This is not a great hand to start, but a single dragon will help us out here. So we're gonna pitch 3 here and hold on to both thunders. Make a fusion here, and we're gonna do what's called scouting. All that means is you put a card in defense mode because you know that the opponent's probably gonna have something stronger than you to start. And let's see, this looks like a Faceless Mage. It is. There we go. Again, y'all just keep sending those good vibes to me. It's working. And that's it, you know, unless Pegasus pulls an MBD. Happened 7 times in 9 hours to me, by the way, yesterday. Unless Pegasus pulls, it did. So Pegasus can have an MBD every now and then, and I basically lose unless I have Rogaki, especially this early in the game. But it looks like Pegasus is starting on 2 Faceless Mages here, so that's not too bad. I'm actually going to take this Mountain out. Mountain can help out Pegasus. We don't want to help out Pegasus right now. We do want, by the way, a BCD ranking right now versus an AS, because on BCD ranking, we can get an equipable, a Dragon Treasure to drop. We can also get an Acid Trap Hole to drop. So any of those are fantastic. Pegasus can also drop some Thunders. Okay, no dragons yet for our Time Wizard friend, but let's go for our Fire Chicken. We like Fire Chickens here.
Here's the key to get Sky a MBD. I like that one.
That's right. That is one of my friends from the Magic community. It's wonderful to see you here, Maverick Girl.
I think we're a little early for that, so hang on to that for a little bit longer.
Alright, here's another Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon.
I said we also want more than one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so 3 for this one. It was 3 for this one and 2 for this one. So that should be enough fusions to pull a BCD on Pegasus. I believe it's 5. Alright, here we go, y'all. Good vibes again. Let's go together. Baby Dragon's good. Mavelus is okay. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. So we got a dragon and we got an extra Mavelus. Here's why I like Mavelus. Mavelus is on its own very close to being able to fuse a Crimson Sunbird with, so it's an easier way to get hold of Crimson Sunbird. But again, we already have a wire, so I'm not going to be too picky about what drops off from here on in until we get to our techs.
Was that 2 baby dragons as well? I think I saw a second one at the end.
That's funny, if that's the case. We'll see. I think there was only 1, but hang on, we'll take a look together. We're going to definitely put them in. I think it's just 1. Yeah, just 1.
Okay.
That was just me cycling through. All right, so we're going to take one of these out, take that out, and we're going to do Baby Dragon and a Mavelus.
I just saw a baby dragon again, and I was like, oh, you got 2.
I wish. No. What is...
You tricked me.
So we're going to pitch most of this hand. We will get a Fire Chicken out of this, though. And that's pretty good. The only 2 cards that a Shizu can get that beat this is our own Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which she has, and she can also have a Black Skull Dragon, which is 3,200. But it looks like she started out with probably Aqua Dragon here.
Oh my god, somebody in chat is pointing out you're now Joey Wheeler because you have Baby Dragon and Time Wizard.
Not wrong there, honestly. Roaring Ocean Snake, same difference, too. So, against a Shizu, if you want to succeed, all you really need to do is to have something in Pluto, for the most part, as long as it's decently strong. Which Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is. And this should have us mostly in the clear now. This gets above our Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, and it actually gets above Black Skull Dragon. So, no, we win here for sure now.
And that's because of the equip there?
Yep, the equip, the 3,300 makes it stronger than Black Skull Dragon's 3,200. On a neutral Guardian Star territory. And let's see, let's do this. You want to make a really fancy Crimson Sunbird? Here's something to wow your friends. Metal Dragon also counts as a hidden pyro.
Oh, really? I was
yeah,
like,
isn't that neat?
I see a Fire Chicken there. And then you said, let's make one, and you queued up 4, and I was like, wait a minute.
Remember, you want to make a lot of fusions if you want to get into that BCD territory. That's part of getting that rank.
Yeah.
Oh, got another dragon. Got 2 dragons. Got an Umi. That's also important. Anything else? And a baby dragon. All right. not bad. We are getting into, we can probably tech Pegasus territory here, which is really nice.
We are swimming in dragons at this point.
Now, from what I understand, what other runners of this game like to do, some people like to go right now and just start attacking Pegasus. I don't know why. I like to tempt fate sometimes. I wouldn't recommend doing this. If you are looking to get a pretty strong PvP here, you can go right into your Pegasus text there. I like to tempt fate with Kaiba for the fans, you know?
For the fans.
Kaiba can start out with a Blue Eyes Jr., which we will not be able to get over and probably game over to. But again, you know, it's relatively low stakes here, so why not give it a try for people?
And just because it's a common question in chat, BCD is referring to getting BC or D rank instead of A or S, right?
Yes, that is correct. Alright, so I guess I take one of these out. And then I want these two. Alright, need good vibes here because I actually do game over here a lot because I'm stubborn. We got a Regeki right off the bat. That's really good. But the rest of our hand is not great. So we're just going to scout to start. And if he opens Blue Eyes Jr., we got the Regeki answer for it at least. And now he does have 3 Blue Eyes in his deck. There's the first one. I may tempt a second one out, maybe. We'll see what I get here to answer. So, I don't have anything over a Crimson Sunbird at this point. So, I may sneak something into defense mode here.
See if you can get him to, like, double commit something? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, but that's kind of scary. I'm just going to go for it. If I were to set the Regeki, which is something I like to do, I believe he does have Harpy's Feather Duster. As this is what I'm afraid of, but it's just a Crimson Sunbird to start here. We have a dragon, which will have a water attribute that'll get us over the Crimson Sunbird to start. Gotta make sure you choose Neptune here, though, because that's not the default option. And Neptune beats Mars. Alright. That's a good sign. Right. Here's our fire chicken. Nice. I'm gonna keep that Umi in reserve because Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon plus an Umi or a sea terrain will beat Blue Eyes Jr. because there'll be a 3,300. So, ooh, that could be... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my Umi. I may play the Umi in a second. I want to see what this is. This might be a lab wall. It is a giant soldier of stone. Okay, we're safe. And Kaiba will not use Harpy's Feather Duster if I have a board presence and he doesn't. So, even if he plays Blue Eyes Jr. now, we'll be able to make a 3,300 by creating that sea terrain next turn. But it looks like that's not going to be an issue. We're going to clear this on our first try, everybody. Thank you for the vibes.
Yay!
Here's how we would have gotten over Blue Eyes Jr. had we needed to. Watch what it does to Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon's attack. We did it, y'all. Now again, the safer route would have been to attack Pegasus and get all the stuff, but when I'm doing a showcase and I'm not going for a PV, I like to do that for the fans. It's always exciting because you'll never know if I'm going to win or lose there. Alright, oh my gosh. Okay. I get it. We got dragons.
Oh my god, that was like 5 dragons?
Yeah, that was great.
Kaiba gave you like a third of a pack of dragons.
It's nerve-wracking to do it this way, but it was kind of fun to watch me dance around Kaiba's cards, I think. I think that's well worthwhile for a showcase to do that, just to show what happens when you're under-leveled or under-geared in a sense, to see just how you do against the game's worst, and we did it! We beat Kaiba in practically hard mode, you know?
Yeah, I lost count. Fun. I don't know if that was 5 or 6, but it was at least 5.
So now we're back. We are back in ancient Egypt, and we're gonna go through a few text boxes here. So if we were in a marathon, I'd be like, okay, now'd be a good time for donations, blah, 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 blah. I always think about that stuff. I love hosting. Oops, I didn't want that.
Well, I could cut in and say that if you tune in tomorrow, Testing Grounds is at its new time, 7 p.m. Eastern, before Time Capsule. So that's going to be happening every other week now. We're going to be starting with Testing Grounds. I think sometimes going to be Game Masters as well. I haven't seen that finalized, but Testing Grounds is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, then Time Capsule is going to be starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, and Time Capsule's got part 2 of the Final Fantasy VIII run that they had 2 weeks ago. So if you saw the first part of that, or you just want to see the second half, you can tune in tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern for that on Time Capsule, hosted by Smooth Operative.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
It's like, I don't have donations, but I can plug hotfix shows.
Hey, that works. It makes me feel, again, right at home. I appreciate that. Y'all should check out the other hotfix shows, though. Plus, we're getting a ton of new hotfix shows. Y'all should check those out. They're going to be great.
Yeah, I'm super excited. A bunch of them have been announced already, but there's more coming. There's going to be a lot of great ones coming in. I think Hypnotics announced his today, the portable show. His announcement was very funny.
Alright, 9 dragons here. Now I have to make sure, for this battle it doesn't matter as much. This is the point though where we probably want to say farewell to our fire chickens, because again, they're not going to do much during our Pegasus battles here. We want to make sure we can make all those big dragon fusions.
Fare thee well, fire chicken. You served us well.
Yeah. They did. They did.
Get your 07s in chat for the fire chickens.
Hey, they did their job. Let me count again. 15 dragons. My goodness, that's a lot. I'll put in some of these Blackline Fire Dragons instead for now. Because you still want to have a balance of other creatures, especially here. You want to be able to fuse here. So...
There we go. That's a good salute to our fire chickens. Thank you very much, chat.
All right, here. So this is a little bit of a fear of mine here, without many things to fuse with here. We're going to start on a Spike Seadra. You still need things to fuse into here. Not a great start, but Spike Seadra could get it done. Oh, but we have the weakness there from Eurobees, so... I believe we have a card which on its own can beat that card in our hand. We'll see. Oh, here we go. There we go, no problem. That was already 3 fusions to start. We just got to get up to 5 here. There is an equip that drops off of this. It is a Dark Energy. It's not the best equip. It doesn't go down to our MBDs, but it's still good. I'll take them. Alright. Now I'm going to do something fun here. Here's why zombies are important. You can fuse with multiple dragons here, with zombies combined, to make Curse of Dragon, which is the peak of that fusion chain. Very popular card from the show, Curse of Dragon.
Yee.
Now, I have made, once or twice, a very strong Gaia the Dragon champion. I'm sure a lot of you recognize that one.
Are we about to make that? Is that why you bring it up?
Oh, I wish. No, we don't have a Gaia the Fierce Knight yet. That's when we start farming for MVD. You can get Gaias that way.
Okay.
That is a funny looking card.
The weather one?
Yeah, it's got a very funny image. That's how I'll put it.
It does. It's very cartoony.
Alright, what do we got here? Anything good? Typically nothing. Oh, we got another Thunder! Okay. That's fine. You have a nice day. You have a nice day, Mage Soldier.
That card looks like it belonged in Toon World.
I love the Toon cards. They're so cool. But there's no Toon cards in this game, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because Pegasus is the one we do have to deal with the most in this game.
Oh my goodness, if you had to deal with Pegasus Toon cards, please no.
Oh, no. Alright, one last cutscene. We're going to be seeing this motif throughout the game. Yes, Seto is dangerous. We know this. This has been covered so many times at this point. Who's ready for some Free Duel music coming up? We got a lot of Free Duel music for you Free Duel fans, so... Probably going to be a big chunk of this, so...
So we're a little bit into the show and people are asking what 15 card mod is. It just means that when Sky wins a duel, she gets 15 cards as the duel price. It's just a mod that helps you, like, be able to get through the game faster. And there's a 5 card mod version if you want something in between. It's just another way of playing the game. That's a good question because I don't think we've explained it yet. What is Free Duel?
Free Duel is a farm mode. There's no penalty for losing in Free Duel, and you get the equal amount of farms. But here we go. I gotta put the wire in my deck really quickly. Double check a couple things before we get started. After this match, actually, speaking of double check, I gotta redeem for a Thunder, but that's okay. I think we'll be fine this first time, because we got an extra Thunder here. Alright, so 2 rocks, 2 waters, 2 machines, the rest zombies. I can get rid of one of these plants. Alright. We do only have 5 Thunders to start, but I'll fix... Again, if we happen to lose this because I don't have a Thunder right away, I can buy an extra one, and I probably will win or lose here. Oh, I didn't put the wire in, though. All right, so I'm going to BCD for Dragon Treasure. That's no big deal. All right, warm-up round. I'm going to BCD for a Dragon Treasure, and then I'm going to put the wire in. No big deal.
You're just
Backup strats ahoy.
Just giving us more of the Free Duel music, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so we're just going to be looking for Dragon Treasure here to start. At least I remembered that I didn't put it in, because now it's much easier for me to just end the duel normally. Versus me, like, doing all the work at the beginning and then being like, oh, I forgot to put it in. And thinking, like, my luck was horrible, because I've done that before. It's happened to all of us once or twice.
It was like the psychic damage I took earlier today when somebody made a joke about how they actually remembered to hit send on all of their emails today. I was like, no.
Oh, that does happen. So Thousand Dragon essentially has taken the place of our fire chickens, for anyone wondering. That's one of the reasons why, even if the fire chickens would have gone well in here, Time Wizard fuses with all the dragons. So it's just a better fire chicken that's more compact. You don't always have Time Wizard either, so it's kind of a privilege to have one. A luxury. We'll just play this. Get out of here. Fire Thunder. That's probably another good reason why I made this mistake. Alright, let's see if we get something cool for BCD.
It'd be hilarious if we got a Thunder out of this somehow.
I did! Oh my god, are you kidding me? Us yelling here number 2 is a Thunder. I think we only got the 1, but that's alright. Alright, suddenly this is looking way better. You did call it. I'm impressed. Call my Megamorphs, please. I would love that. Oh my goodness, Ray. We get the reverse commentator's curse going on here. I'm okay with that.
The commentator's blessing.
Yes, yes, I like that. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, actually. All right, let's get that wire put in. See, now there was a reason for everything. We got a Thunder. Now we're very prepared now for this, which is great, as opposed to just being a little prepared. All right, so probably take away this, and I want this, and I want definitely. Ray, we got 2. Ray, we got 2.
You got 2?
I got 2!
I didn't see the second one.
Look! I thought it was only 1, but it was 2!
Oh, the wire? Yeah, that was a drop off of the mage soldier, I think.
I think it was Keith.
Was it
Keith
Keith?
dropped the wire today. Yeah, Keith dropped the wire today. Alright.
You got a second one on a later fight. I didn't mention it because you didn't say anything, so I thought you only needed the one, but...
You only need the 1, but here's the catch to this whole strategy here. If the wire, because there's only 1, if the wire is the last card on the deck, you're kind of in trouble and you can't attack. All right, so here we go here. And again, we're going to try to make the longest fusion chain possible here. That's important. So here we go. If I can either count on my notepad or I can have someone help me out, a trusted friend help me out here. That's already 4 fusions right there from our grocery list. This will take me a while to do. This will take a lot of thinking, so if I get quiet, I'm just thinking, I'm keeping track of stuff.
What is the full list of things you want when you're teching?
Alright, hang on, can I just have 1 second here?
Yeah,
I just
you
wanna...
can answer that between duels if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, just 1 person at a time. It looks like the first person to do it over there, a friend of mine from the stream. Just no more than 1 person, please, because otherwise, if someone's counting gets out of sync. Alright. So I actually had come down with or come up with an acronym with friends as to how to remember this. And it is 15-4 and then MELT. M-E-L-T.
Magic,
yeah.
element.
Yeah, you want to take a guess as to what that means?
I'm trying to think of what L and T would be. Trap?
L is life, as in life loss.
Okay,
and T is
T is
trap card,
okay.
yeah.
Was I right
Yeah.
on M and L? I mean E, I mean? Magic and element?
You said E is equip.
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 Okay. So magic, equip, life, and trap.
Also known as melt. M-E-L-T. And then we all get hungry as we think about a melt sandwich. Alright, so this, that. And again, we need 15 fusions, though. 15 of them. It's so many.
I'm tempted to order a melt now because there's a place in town that just makes melts.
That sounds good. I warned y'all, you're gonna get hungry while we're doing this. Alright, I do need to take some life loss soon here, though. So as fun as it's been to do some of this, I need to make sure I do this before I forget, because when I wait till it's late, then that's bad, because then I'm having to play catch-up at the end. There's another food reference for you. There you go. Sorry, YouTube, also. I know you all are watching, too.
So what's the life
I told you
requirement?
I'll get a snack.
You just have to lose life or be under a certain amount?
Less than 7,000. So starting at 6,900 is okay.
Okay.
So like right there is 6,000 here. All right. So we're gonna make a twin-headed thunder dragon, but then we're going to take it away because we don't need 2 of them on the field. 1 of them will suffice. We need a creature for Pegasus to attack because we need to do what's also called an effective attack. And I'm about to perform an effective attack here. That is attack on attack. And it doesn't have to be a Guardian Star or anything like that. Just attack on attack there. Right there, my friend, they're keeping count in the chat. That's 14 fusions, 1 effective attack, and that L means the life loss has already taken place, and I don't have to worry about the life loss aspect of it. This is going to be my second effective attack.
So you're trying to get effective attacks with monsters that aren't going to drain the life too much because you want to get a lot of attacks?
Yes, and I have made the mistake of making my creatures too strong sometimes. That too does happen. Alright, this is probably going to be my last big fusion chain. Again, the other tricky part of this is, and this isn't part of the melt, you have to have 3 cards or less in your deck. 3 cards or less. So if you mess up your calculations, or again, if your trap card is the bottom card of the deck, it doesn't work out.
I love the flower wolf.
Oh yeah, Flower Wolf's awesome.
Just an angry wolf with sakura petals on its back. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's cute. I like it. Yeah, I refer to this game as Alpha Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, don't try to relate this to the Yu-Gi-Oh! That you know, because it's very different.
Yeah, I like to compare it to how the first season of the anime didn't, like, hadn't made up its mind on how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works yet. It's very different from later Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, again, it's okay if that one person in chat who's keeping count is keeping count. That's part of what I need, and it helps me, so that way I can talk to y'all without having to click over to my other screen and keep track of everything. So we got the equip. I think next turn I actually have it. So next turn, if I activate Raigeki, when there's no creatures on the field, I can get it.
Because you have 4 effective attacks, you've got more than enough fusions, you've got everything else. You just have to activate your magic, and you have 3 or less.
Yep, and we have 3 cards, and it is 3 or less. 3 does count here.
Oh, does the Umi count as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a field spell. Oh, there we go. All right, that should give us an A attack. There it is. There's the A-Tech. Baby Dragon, ATH, that's good. Got a Thunder. That's Osceola here, number 2. Bright Castle, okay. A second Bright Castle. Oh my god. Where
Another
was that
Baby
yesterday?
Dragon.
Where was that during my 42 A-Techs? I know, this game's calling me Joey right now. I don't know how to feel about that.
How many Baby Dragons do you have right now? It's
Baby Dragon. We'll put the 3rd one in for flavor, right?
You have 2 Time Wizard and so many Baby Dragons.
Like I said, we're playing a Joey Wheeler deck here, right? It's a themed deck. All right, so we got 2 Bright Castle and we got the ATH. So that means now that we can't be RNG'd out of not having a tech. I just need to decide what I'm going to take out.
What is the ATH?
Acid Trap Hole. It is just another thing like Wire that will enable the tech to actually take place. You at least need 1 of those.
Okay.
I guess I'll take out, like... This is hard by this point. I'll take out the last rock.
Maverick giving you some sass about being Joey.
Again, another friend I do not mind. Oh, that's the wild stuff y'all get here on GDQ Hotfix. Again, thanks to Ray for having me here. This is fun.
Yeah, we're hanging out. And if you are enjoying what you're seeing, make sure you tune into Sky's shows, because Sky hosts 2 shows on Hotfix. Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill. Every other Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, there we go.
I've been on Mercy Kill before, and I made a wide variety of noises that amused Sky greatly.
I made one of those tonight. I chuckled a little bit. You made one of them, and I was like, ah, that takes me back.
Yeah, those are different kind. That's
and again,
I can't speak.
I do that all the time. All right, so let's get a couple cards set down here. We don't want all of these magic and trap cards to cloud up our hand. We want to be able to make those beautiful fusion hands. So in order to do that, we're going to take a couple turns to set up. Someone said in chat, this game scares me. It should. It's a frightening game. And that's not even like a joke. That's like, this game's RNG is very frightening. I feel that.
I'm currently ordering a melt, and it's your fault, Sky.
Oh, dang. Anybody else in the chat getting one? Pick me up one while you're there. Fusing is hard work. Oh, well, the mouth thing was something that my friends and I just randomly came up with to help us better deal with these texts, and it very much helped yesterday when I was trying to do this. Alright. I don't need 2 of them, so let's do this. And just these big, beautiful hands, these nice fusions. And then again, we leave the last one left over because we A, need to lose life.
So it's getting your fusion count and losing life at the same time?
Yeah, it's really nice when you can multitask the 2 of them together, for sure.
People are asking about playing this casually, and I think it really depends on how you want to do your casual experience. If you want to take a long time and really experiment with what different fusions you can get and finding stuff on your own, that's definitely a play, and you could do it with like 1 card mod or 5 card mod. Like if you want to take a longer time with it casually. If you want to just play it and experience it and not deal with all the RNG, just play 15 card mod. Seriously, do it. It'll help out a lot. And just learning the different fusions the speedrun does will help a lot if you're just trying to do it a little bit faster casually as well. So it really depends on what kind of experience you're looking to have out of it casually.
Then again, we're gonna add this one with the Bright Castle on it, just in case we need a little bit of extra damage at the end.
So currently we are A-teching because we are trying to farm specific cards, and A-tech has a different drop pool than fighting normally.
Yep.
It's one of the things in this game is that depending on the ranking after the battle, there's access to a bunch of different drop tables.
I will say, this game is easier than the one you played 20 years ago. I promise you. The way this mod is, it makes... The best way I can put it is this game is more playable with the mod.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want Pegasus to die too early. Pegasus has to have less than or equal to 3 left in the deck, so we're going to start attacking with a little bit of bigger things here. Just because we're getting down there.
I mean, you want to have less than or equal to 3 in the deck.
Yeah. No, my goodness. I'm glad I don't have to wait for Pegasus to have that.
Yeah.
1 card at a time. Alright.
You wouldn't be able to fuse at all. You'd lose on deck.
There's a pumpkin for everybody.
Yeah, pumpkin for
Alright.
the fans.
Alright, this effective attack should be the last one that I need.
Yeah. Our tracker friend in chat says you're at 15-3 before that, so...
Yeah, so all I need is make sure that's that 4, and I think we're good to go here. I'm just doing a little bit of math in my head really quickly. That should be it, though. Okay, alright, I got my melt. Just double checking. These are faster ones, too, which is nice. Alright, let's go. 2 more ATHs. Nothing great there. That's alright. Go again. I got 2 bright castles in the last one, so that's acceptable to have 1 whiff.
So what's the
Let me just double check.
what's the main goal of this farm? What are you really trying to do? Are you looking for thunders? Is there one card in particular?
Megamorph. We got 2 bright castles. Bright castles are also good, but Megamorph is the one. Megamorph is like a double equip in 1 card, which is really important when you get to the later stuff and you see the absolute wild nonsense we have to deal with. And that, again, that is the nice way of me putting it. Nonsense is the nice way to describe what this game can do to you in the late game.
So I have very tenuous knowledge of this game. Megamorph, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the one that can apply to almost everything as well? Like it doesn't have requirements on what you can equip it to?
Yeah, just like Bright Castle, it applies to everything.
Because some equips, like, you can only equip on certain things, right?
Yeah, like, for example, Dragon Treasure's only for dragons. The way in which, though, once you start getting into, like, Horn of Light, Invigoration, the rules are very... They're not objective, I'll put it that way. It is a very creative interpretation of what the game decides what equips can go on what at that point.
Start getting into hidden typing nonsense at that point.
I very much disagree with some of the hidden typing that this game has. Am I making it all hungry now with the burger reference too? My goodness, we can't get away from food this one. It is wonderful to have you all here. I hope everybody's enjoying the run so far. That's always very important to me. Hope everybody's having a good time. This is Atex the game with Skybills. I'll be here for a while.
Hopefully not.
You know how this game can be. I would like to go fast, but I always say, will the game let me go fast?
Time Wizard.
This time I kept the 1,000 Dragon for the fans.
Yeah.
I typically try to get most of my fusions done first. Yo, I see a pie emote. So I'm just big chilling with everybody here. This is great.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. Having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh!
You don't get to hear that in the same sentence too often, Ray.
And besides hosting shows on Hotfix, Sky also streams all the time, and you should follow her, twitch.tv/Skybills. It's free.
That is true. Follows are free. I like all the bop to the music emotes in chat. That always makes me happy.
We were having quite a bit of I bite the RNG earlier in chat as well. With,
very much so.
With Nuke's Pop, which is amazing.
Definitely one of my favorite emotes out there. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about animated emotes at first, but there are some people who've done some pretty cool things with them, with the dancing and whatnot.
Yeah, I find it hilarious that, like, Etchy, for instance, just has flip. And it's the same image, just reversing horizontally. And it looks so much better than you would expect. It was such a, like, a lazy, like, animated mode, like, placeholder, and now he can never get rid of it because it's so good.
Yeah, there's just those things that are, like, mainstays. Have you seen, I believe Liz has a dance emote, too. Big fan of that one. It was the goblin dancing.
Yeah. And, of course, there's the GDQ favorite, GDQ Spin.
GDQ Spin, so good! Definitely worth the sub to GDQ, for sure. Yeah, there was a lot of comments I was watching on YouTube in the previous videos I've been doing this. They're like, wow, Sky runs game. Yes, I do run a game every now and then. I've been known to run a video game once in a while. In addition to my magic.
I forgot about GDQ Iron. Oh, it's so good. Yes, Sky is very talented. Does speedruns, hosts shows, professional Magic the Gathering player.
Sometimes, to give you an idea, sometimes I play this game to, like, take a break from Magic. I wouldn't recommend it as a break game in general for folks.
Sometimes people's break games are a game they enjoy and not necessarily a game that most people find relaxing.
That's true. That's what I was getting at. Exactly.
So whatever works for you as a break game is good.
Absolutely. But I'm saying if folks are playing this game and expecting to relax, I've had some friends try this. It was not very relaxing for them. And every now and then, this game and I argue a little bit. Every now and then. It's a very complicated relationship, so to speak. This will leave me with 1 card left in my deck. Alright. So I have a Skelligon and I have this I can fuse with at the end. I'm gonna activate my Umi while I can too before I forget. Okay. Alright, how many more fusions do I need to make here? I think it should only be 2 more. I know I got my effectives after this. Yeah, this should be fine.
I like the MEELT.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, this should be just enough. Because this is going to be number 14 and number 15. There we go. And again, thank you to my friend there in chat helping me out. Appreciate that. Lets me be a little more entertaining than me just being like having a thinky face on for a lot of this. Alright. There we go.
Also, since Sky's wearing the shirt, if you're enjoying this run, Sky did this at Flame Fatales. Could always go check out that run if you really enjoy this.
So, we didn't get the Megamorph, but we got 2 defensive spells. And you know what? That's not the worst thing. We got a Dragon Capture Jar, and we got a Widespread Ruin. We did get a Thunder, but we already have 3. You have a maximum of 3. Widespread Ruin can help you get rid of the game's toughest card, in addition to Dragon Capture Jar, same function. Gets rid of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That is a 4500 without any equips on it. Kaiba just puts it on the field, and it's... You cry. You cry a little bit. Yeah. I do, at least.
Sometimes you don't get a good draw and Gate Guardian decides to be a butt, and then you do get a good draw and then he brings out the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then you're even more sad.
Yep. No, the burger doesn't do anything, unfortunately. I wish. Question from the chat. I wish, y'all. You can make a burger monster, but it's 2,000. That's not a lot in this game. That is not a lot at all.
It'd be okay in the early game.
Yeah.
Yes, these are not...
So the toughest...
I was gonna say, yes, these are not the regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules. What were you gonna say?
No, absolutely. The toughest creatures in this game, and again, if I missed one, let me know. Blue Eyes Ultimate's the strongest, 45. Then you have Gate Guardian at 3750. If it's on a Meadow Terrain, which we will have later on, that can be a 4250. So that's why I always say don't forget about Gate Guardian, because that card is a mess to deal with. After that, it would be MBD, which is a card that we will hopefully be seeing later. That is at 3,500. And also in addition with that, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, also known as Pugum, at 3,500. There you go. There's your breakdown.
Someone in chat saying, wait, Kaiba can straight up put a 4,500 beater turn 1? Yes. And Kaiba also cheats and has access to more of his deck than he should. So... He
has access half the deck. He has access to half the deck at any given time.
So as long as that is in the top half of his deck, effectively, then he can just drop it whenever he feels like.
He can also drop one on... So he can drop ultimate turn 1. He can drop a second ultimate turn 2. It's happened. I've beaten it, but I needed one of my defensive spells to do it. Still very rare for me to defeat that scenario. Very, very rare.
Yeah, you need a good deck and a good draw to defeat that scenario.
That's where I let a few words out that I am not proud of in terms of, like, heck. It's heck, but worse. We'll put it that way.
Reminds me of Frozen Flygon's frick emote, which is just the angry Bulbasaur.
Relatable. Very relatable. Alright, this should have me set on fusions, and then we can focus on our effectives a little bit more. Yeah. That's why we have PG-13 as an emote. Someone had also asked me, what formats do I play Magic? I play Limited, I play Commander, and I play Standard. If you want to know a little bit more, I played in Mythic Invitational 2019 and Mythic Championship 7 for Magic. I already equipped. I did. Alright, so let's hope this doesn't do anything funky. Okay, sometimes the spell and trap cards will fuse together and do some very different things.
Oh, really?
Oh yes, like I've made a Ritualist Serpent Night Dragon before. If you fuse a dark energy and an acid trap hole, you create a dark hole, and then that kills everything. And I've done that on accident and ruined a run that way, so don't do that.
So we got a couple questions in chat. Why are we farming Pegasus? We're looking for Megamorphs. And of course, there's the why are we showing 15 cards on the spotlight? Just because this is more reliable for Showcase, and also we're spotlighting Sky today. Sky is one of our showrunners on Hotfix, and Sky enjoys 15 card mods, so it kind of does the double purpose of this is more reliable. This is a game mode that Sky likes to play. And if you're enjoying the vibes today, hanging out with Sky, make sure you tune in to her shows, Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill. You can see the times of all of the Hotfix shows at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix.
Okay, I need 2 more turns, I believe. I just wanted to get down to 2 cards. Oh, here's your Toon card, Ray.
Yee! Okay, so Sky, I believe it. I believe this is the Megamorph. This duel right here.
I hope
calling
so.
it. I'm laying my cards on the table, so to speak.
Aw, Ray. I'm gonna take an extra turn and get an effective attack here just to make sure. I could probably go on this turn. I'm just gonna activate my Umi and take 1 more turn just for safety's sake here.
Also, the challenge of this game is when you're doing the free duels for long enough, try not to hum the song. I dare you. It's impossible.
That's true.
I can cheat because I can just mute my microphone.
1 more massive pumpkin for the fans. We like pumpkin here. Okay.
Alright, Megamorph. Here it comes.
I'm on. Yeah, what are you doing to me tonight?
I tried.
Nope, nothing in that bunch.
I tried.
Dang, come on, game. It's alright. Alright, well, 6 is what we went up to tech-wise. Technically, this is only number 5 because the first one I BCD'd because I didn't put wire in. So this is technically attempt number 4. I'm going to see if I can go a little faster on these techs. Try to be focused here.
Give us some energy, chat.
Yes, you can kill Pegasus in 3 to 4 rounds. The problem is that then you don't get as good of a drop table. Oh, is that our friend? Oh, gosh. Well, we may have to take a loss here if I don't find a Regaki. I didn't try to find a Regaki, but...
Well, we don't have to worry about the life requirement.
Nope, we certainly do not. I told you this happened to me 7 times yesterday. Now, there were folks who told me that this is a very rare thing to happen to have him drop an MDD right away. I don't know about the validity of that statement. Again, a nice way for me to put it. If I don't get a Regaki by, I don't know, next turn, I'll give it 1 more turn for the
I also feel like, just given the amount of times you're teching Pegasus on an average run, you're likely to see it at least a couple times, you know?
Oh yeah, when I did it 42 times like I did last night, yeah. But for something like this, it's exceedingly rare for me to get one here. Oh, it's an effective attack as well, too. We'll see. Again, I'm not afraid to take the L if I need to. I just want to see how far I can take this. Again, for fun, for the fans. We're not crunched in a marathon in terms of time, so...
And if this takes a while, we can blame Spike again for taking all the Megamorphs on your show.
Took all my Megamorphs. I swear to goodness he did. This is about half my deck so far, and I haven't seen Regeki. Again, normally I would have just taken the loss by now. I'm kind of mildly amused to see how far I can take this strat, but I'm sure it's gonna end soon if I can't find my Regeki.
And also, as long as you can keep throwing something strong, you're forcing the Meteor V Dragon to come out, and you could also get it with a trap because of that, right? Because like,
it has to be widespread. Oh, actually, no. This is a loss because that is an 1800.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take our loss here. It was a good effort, but this is the most valid strat to do here. If you want to take a loss, just do what you did against Taishin. There you go. See. It was fun. If I got my Regeki there, I actually could have come back and probably still teched it, but good to know that that's actually a strat if I want to take it down the line.
yeah, you had a good number of fusions and effective attacks there, so you were in decent.
Yeah.
You were in a decent spot there.
Yeah, that was very interesting at the very least.
Would have been a
I
good
was at
save.
a 13 too. It would have been an excellent save. That's why I tried it. This isn't going to be very strong, but that's okay. As long as he doesn't start out with an MVD again, it's probably something we can handle.
Lost because there was no burger. Oh no.
A burger can't take down a dragon. You have to feed it like 2 Megamorphs.
Well, give me like 5 more minutes and my melt will be here, and then we can power Sky up with the burger.
Yay!
I wasn't kidding. I ordered a melt.
Ooh. That sounds good. All right, there's our first effective attack. There's Thousand Dragon, for those of you fans out there. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has a ritual. Yes, that is correct. Let's place this one down for now.
Just in case he decides to bring out Friend.
Yeah, that's the one widespread rune that can take down any monster in the entire game. It is the most powerful thing of that variety you can have. We're gonna put this down as well too. Because again, that takes up less space in our hand and we'll need it later. Let's equip this. That's another requirement anyways. Hoping to get some zombies I can fuse the rest of this hand with, because I don't want all these dragons to go to waste. Now, once we get to AS Powing on Meadow Mage, our matches are going to go much quicker. It's going to be less of this, which is great, because I want less of this. We have our widespread in the background, so we can get rid of ATH at this point. Unfortunately, these take roughly about 6 to 8 minutes per attempt. Some folks can go faster, but this is what I can do. I'll take our life loss here real quick. Right. And that's something like 20, then it goes a little too fast, right? Like 15 is the right amount, plus 15 is like traditional booster pack size.
Yeah. 15 still makes it interesting on if you get the drops you want or not.
There we go.
Because you can see how many times we've attempted to get the Megamorph. It still makes it interesting, you know?
And again, even if you do have cards drop at a really good rate, the problem is the final 6 is still a massive problem. Okay, now we're very prepared for an MVD. We have the Regeki now in the back row.
And there are other strategies for this game that don't involve the MBD and the Megamorphs and just trying to high roll the final 6, but those are even more inconsistent, right?
Yeah. I I wouldn't recommend it for something like this, but again, if someone was going for a PB, yeah, that's viable.
If you don't mind resetting a lot, because the final 6 is mean, you can get a pretty decent time with it. Strat that Sky's doing is just consistent. Good for marathon showcases.
Alright, so that's gonna be 11. Hey, Pumpkin, bye, Pumpkin.
Bye, okay. Pumpkin. We miss you.
Yeah. It's good to have things with 0 defense out because Pegasus has some really also weak creatures like Toon Alligator, for instance. And my cards are showing up in a very odd formation here. I actually think I got my effective attacks in before I got my anything else in. I think this is going to be 14 here. I'll get a double check here for my friend once I'm done. Actually, might as well. Alright, 2 cards left in the deck here. I should just be able to have a massive fusion here and win. Alright, y'all, this is where I need the good vibes. This is where I need the good vibes. Come on, me. This is very time consuming and I'd like to get, if I get 2 Megamorphs here, I can just go, or like a Megamorph and a Bright Castle and a Dragon Treasure. That would also probably work. There's 1!
Yay!
Is that only 1?
2?
I think it's just 1. I think it's just 1. Let me check my deck breakdown. I may want to get 1 more equip. I think I'm going to do 1 more regardless and then go for MBDs because MBDs are also going to take me some time. Yeah. All right. So I got 1 finally. And let me just take out 1 of these. I'll take out that for now. We'll put it back in later. No, there's just 1. Just 1. Just 1. All right. 1 more of this. If I get like another Bright Castle, another Dragon Treasure, we should still be fine here.
All right, chat thinks it was 2, but that's because Sky was scrolling through the drops and showed it again.
Yeah, it was.
It's only 1.
Yeah, that was a scroll back. Yeah, yeah. All right.
It was 1, chat. She looked in her deck list.
Yeah, if you look over on the far right bar, it was 1. Alright. 1 more of these. Alright. Gotta be fast. You gotta take every second you can in this game. Alright. I appreciate the thought of, will a second one appear? That's a good question. That's the wholesome question right there. That is the wholesome question. I appreciate that. Alright, so we got 1 so far. A second one will make things a little more easier for us, but I'm not going to bank on a second one if we can't find one. You don't want Exodia in this game. Actually, if you play Exodia in this game, it's cheating.
Doesn't it also...
The legs are not available.
Doesn't it also do a really long animation?
Yes. The only one who can do that is Haishin in the final 6.
like extra insult to injury is you get Exodia'd by Haishin, and then you have to watch the long animation.
Okay, we're gonna only make the single Thunder Dragon here just to see if we can get Pegasus to attack more so we can get those effectives in. Pot of Greed is not in this game either. I don't think it's even a playable in this game. I don't think Nightmare can have Exodia. That's something that someone would have to look up, though. That one I don't know for sure. You can buy them, but I don't know a single person who's gotten the maximum amount of stars from playing the game. If you do know someone, I'm interested in the story, but... Alright.
Somebody is pointing out there is apparently a mod that lets the legs drop if you really want to do that, but...
Yeah. I'm sure there is.
So there's a lot of people asking... Oh, sorry. I was going to say, there's a lot of people asking different questions about what you're doing, and it all comes down to there's a big list of requirements for ATEC, and ATEC allows for Pegasus to drop the card that we're looking for. So if anything looks unusual, it's because Sky has to fulfill a bunch of requirements here. I think it was 14 fusions, 4 effective attacks, play a magic spell, an equipment, you have to have under 7,000 life, and activate a trap.
Yep, the only thing is 15 fusions instead of 14, but you pretty much had it right.
It was close.
It's close. There should be 3. I need 1 more effective attack still, so I'll need to take an extra turn. Yeah, I got 2 Bright Castles and a Megamorph so far, for those of you keeping track.
Is there a certain amount that the 2 Bright Castles could replace 1 Megamorph if you were in dire situation?
Yeah, but think about it this way. You only have access to 5 of your cards at a time, so the odds of getting 2 Bright Castles in your hand, not very common, actually. In my Flame Fatale run, I had to deplete my whole hand and hope for a Megamorph and an MVD, and I was able to make it happen. Here's a Megamorph. You want to see what Megamorph does?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Sadly enough, that is still not enough to take down Blythe's ultimate. You need to clear 4,500. That's why I go for MVD in showcases. The only place where I would say don't worry about the MVD is if you're trying to race somebody, but I rarely do races unless they're for fun. I don't do competitive races of this game. There it is.
Yay!
Another widespread too.
We got it.
Hey, and a dragon treasure. Hey, all right. I will see how many we have for the fans because y'all were talking about it so darn much during the thing. We will look together and count together. Okay, is everybody ready? Is everybody ready?
Counting.
We're gonna do a counting exercise. Oops. Actually, I can get in the menu from here. All right. Who's ready for
After you set
counting?
up your deck, we're about an hour and a half in. You want to take your break here?
Oh yeah, as soon as I get this set up. All right, 2. See the 1 and 1 in my deck, 1 not in my deck. There you go. There you go. Now we've cleared all debate. There you go, everybody. I'm just giving y'all a hard time. Y'all are lovely. All right. I need that other widespread because that's a good card. And I need both dragon treasures.
That's a good answer.
Right.
Chat was right. You got 2. They were just early.
You know what? That's wholesome. We'll take it, y'all. We'll take it. So let me put this in. Let me take a look at my deck one more time. Make sure I don't have anything in here I don't want. Megamorph, Dragon Treasure, Bright Castle. I need more Umis in here, actually. So, one more for the field spell. We're gonna need these Umis to farm Metamage. Okay, there's 40. I'm gonna perform a save here, and we will break right before the second part of the farm, the second part of Farm 2, especially in the showcase, and that will be farming for MBD. Much more exciting, I assure you. Okay, we can take a break in 3, 2, 1, pause.
All right. So here on Hotfix, we like to encourage healthy behavior, wellness breaks. So I'm low on water, so anybody else who is low on water as well, I suggest you take an opportunity, get some more water, get up, stretch, take care of yourselves. We're going to take a short break. Just take care of ourselves, be a little healthy, and we'll be back in a few minutes with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 15 card mod with Sky Bills, so stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Community Spotlight. We just took a quick little stretch break. Hope you all took an opportunity to take care of yourselves, refill your water if that's what you needed. And we're going to be jumping back into Yu-Gi-Oh! 15 card mod here on Forbidden Memories real shortly, but first, just would like to remind everybody that Awesome Games Done Quick 2022 online submissions are open. That's both game submissions and volunteer submissions. So if you'd like to submit a game, or you would just like to help out with making sure that things run smoothly by helping out on the volunteering side, you can go to gamesdonequick.com. There's information on the left side. There's links you can click, find more information about what you can do and how to apply. Definitely do encourage that, and those are open until October 3rd. So pretty much the end of this upcoming weekend. And of course, if you tune in tomorrow, we'll have Testing Grounds at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by Time Capsule. Time Capsule is doing part 2 of their Final Fantasy VIII showcase that was started 2 weeks ago. It's too long of a game to have on one night, so they split it up to 2. And if you enjoy Final Fantasy VIII, definitely make sure you tune in for that. And of course, we've got Sky here. Hi, Sky. How you doing?
Hi, friend. How are you doing?
I'm having fun. I'm hanging out with Sky. We're having some cozy Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which of course is a phrase not everybody would always say, but we're making it cozy. And of course, Sky hosts 2 shows here on Hotfix. Make sure you check them out if you've never seen them before. Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for Mercy Kill. Did Random Number Generation change?
No, I do not believe so. I think we're in the same time slot as we were last time. So,
okay. Yeah, so Random Number Generation, yeah, still at 7 p.m. Eastern on every other Tuesday as well. And Random Number Generation's about randomizers. What we're doing right now, essentially. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is basically just a big randomizer. And the Mercy Kill is about rusty speedruns and people trying to beat a timer while they do the rusty speedruns. They're both really fun. I do recommend them strongly. And being on Mercy Kill is also fun. I've done that as well. But whenever you're ready, Sky, let's jump back into it.
All right, let's get back into it in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm going to save real quick just to be safe here. So someone asked me what the save kill count is at Mercy Kill. We started Season 2. The runners won Season 1 by 10 points. It was quite a margin. And in Season 2, currently, it is 2 to the runners to 1 for the timer. So Dangers tried. It was a really, really, really close timer with Dangers last time around. It was a great run, though.
Yeah, it was impressive because Dangers hasn't been doing that category for a long time, and he still got pretty close. Somebody asks in chat, what is the point of all this grinding? Is this just to finish the game? Do you need to collect all the cards? It's the final 6. Big boss gauntlet. They're very mean. We need to have a good deck to try and beat that.
Finally, just for a couple minutes, a little bit of different music here to start.
Ooh, starting off with the twin-headed Megamorph.
Now, I want to make it clear again, for those of you who want to run this game on a bit of a tighter timer, it is possible to go to the end right now if you wanted to, but because this is a showcase, I kind of want to play it a little safer than usual. So I am opting to do this instead. Ooh, the Empress Judge. Normally it is a Millennium Shield there with a 3,500 defense. So as you see, Ray, that 3,800 is actually quite necessary.
Yeah. The Meteor Bee Dragons kind of serve two purposes here. It makes it safer. It also makes it like more predictable time-wise for a showcase. Like, if you were submitting this to a marathon, you're not saying this could be anywhere between this range of 2 hours. Where if you were going for like the other strat, because this one seems to even it out, make it more predictable, which is nice for like showcases and marathons.
Yeah, this was my own personal route that I had come up with as a showcase. To make it clear, this is not a speedrun, this is just a showcase. The actual speedrun is a lot more involved than this. This is just to show you all what the game has to offer. MVD? Oh, we got one! Trent! And Trent! Hang on, time out. That was supposed to be 2 MVDs.
Alright, get your Trents in chat. We saw him earlier. Trent came out to play. We need to get some Trents. That was perfect.
Oh,
we got an MVD and a Trent on the first try.
Both memes, right? Oh gosh. Okay, so we only need one more. I feel comfortable doing 2 Megamorphs and 2 MVDs till the end. And again, it also makes, if you have MVD, it makes the final mages and final 6 for that matter go way quicker too. So there's that.
There we go. Thanks, Maverick. Gotta get the here's a key to get Sky a MVD back in chat.
Because I am a person of my word, for now, I'm putting the Trent in, but I'm not promising a keep. Skull Knight is also in there, so we're gonna use Skull Knight as well.
I like chat is already making the no, it was 2 joke.
Y'all, you and I are gonna have to have a talk about this.
You're gonna have to have
a little chit chat.
Gonna have to have a learning to count with Sky stream coming up.
Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, I'll take one of my time wizards out, because at this point I think a Skull Knight's gonna be a little stronger than that. Alright, there. The Trent will come out at some point, y'all, but I'll put it in for at least a duel or 2 for fun. Trying to be a good sport, y'all. Oh, what is this? What kind of hand is this? I disagree. I disagree that I'm gonna have to make a 2500 dragon out of this. I very much disagree with this setup. I'll say it before and I'll say it again, y'all. This game, it owes you nothing. That was the quintessential, the game owes you nothing right there, right? What is this hand? Where are my There's thunders in this. I actually have an MVD in this deck now. You could never tell by the current state of things here. I guess we're playing Let's Transform Terramorph the Field. The game here.
Giving you time to draw things. More dragons.
This is wild, y'all. This is why we play multiple Umi here. Okay. I might not even be in AS range anymore. We'll see. Oh, nice pun. I see some puns in chat. Well done. Well done. This might not even be an AS because of all the ridiculous... Oh, now you show up. Now you show up. No, now I'm not going to give you the satisfaction game. No. We'll win this with small dragons now if you're going to do this.
Game's just rubbing it in at this point.
I have no description for that duel, y'all.
That was
Dark Magician's not bad. Yeah, it was an A. And another Skull Knight. Okay, let's count. Let's count how many Skull Knights we got. I know someone's gonna say it. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Ready for counting with Skybills? Here we go. Alright, we got 2 Skull Knights. There you go. And 2 Dark Magicians. This has been your count update from Skybills. There you go. That is your count update.
1 Skull Knight. 2 Skull Knight.
You all started this. You all started this. And now the game wants to finish it. What is this? No! No! Stop it, game! This is not funny! I want a Dark Magician in here. No!
It's
No!
not funny, it's hilarious.
Game, I'm giving you the eye right now.
Dragon Treasure.
Thunder! Come on! Game, cooperate with me, please. I have a lot of these I gotta do if I want to get my second one. Come on. Game. 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 Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. Here we go again.
2,500.
This game right now, y'all. This is not funny for me. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? All right.
Found the thunder.
If this is a wall, though, no, it isn't. Thank goodness. All right. Back on track here. Y'all, this... I don't want to say this has never happened before because this game gives me an attitude all the time, but this is ridiculous right now. Right.
It's been a shocking number of Umis to start with against Meadow Mage.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is a wall. So if this is a wall, this is the better play. But if we want a chance to get AS, I have to play Dark Magician here, probably. So if this is a wall, it will not be an AS. There we go. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. This game is giving me a headache right now.
I like the alternating...
I have thunders in this deck.
I like alternating Skyjam with GDQ tunes.
Got another Skull Knight. We have 3 Skull Knights. MBD and Skull Knight has the same drop. The same drop.
The right arm of the Forbidden One.
Here comes all the puns again related to that, I'm sure. Okay, so I can't have any more Skull Knights in this deck, but we do have a Gaia. I'm just gonna keep it as is right now. Skull Knight's also quite good. There we go, there we go. Alright. Skull Knight's awesome. So we can't change the field this time. We didn't get an Umi, but this is still a pretty good start here. Skull Knight's pretty strong. I need to learn about its Guardian Stars a little bit better, because it does play a pretty big role in the final 6 to know the Guardian Stars of it. I could do that, but I don't know if Regaki would push me over the threshold, so I'm just gonna do this and be safe. If you use too many spells at once, it can demote you, and again, we need that AS POW. That's where MBD is. It's another Skull Knight game! No! I said no! I don't need 6 Skull Knights, and again, same drop as MBD, same drop percentage there. I've never gotten this many Skull Knights before.
I'm surprised
you're getting Crawling Dragon...
I said I'm surprised you get this many Skull Knights and not Trents, because the Skull Knights are useful.
Yeah, they're useful up until the 3rd one here. So, since we got a level 2 dragon, I'm gonna put Crawling Dragon in here. Level 2 dragons are good, but it's still not MBD. MBD gets more stuff done than the Skull Knight does.
Were you able to get any thunders from this? Like, just while looking for the MBD, you could get some extra thunders?
Absolutely. So we get the star chips, which will give us a ton of thunders just off of that alone. But then we also have Kaminari Attack, which again is a pretty low drop as well.
Someone in chat's asking why you cycle the post-game recap like that. It's because each time she finishes duel, she's getting 15 cards instead of 1. So she's looking through all 15 cards to see what the drops were.
This should be pretty good. It's a pretty good deck so far. It just needs another MBD for it to be really good.
You'll enjoy this question, Sky. Is there a story to this game?
Yeah, you save Egypt from greedy people. There you go.
And you
From people.
you win a tournament in a baseball stadium. Can't forget about that part.
Yeah, yep, that's the important part too. See, look at this. 3,500. One card, no equips. So that's my favorite card in the game that you can get. Love MBD. Even when it kicks my butt. There's Trent! No, you give me a second Trent before... I got another Trent before I got another MBD. No.
So somebody's asking about the level of the dragon. That's you referring to it being high enough level that it can morph into the twin-headed with only one fusion, right?
Yep, it has to be greater than 1,500. So 1,600 is where that starts.
All right, chat. Give Sky your energy.
I have feelings right now. That's all I'm gonna say. No, babe, what is your problem? That's not enough. That's not enough. No. Bad game. Bad game. We are straying from the path. Game.
The game really wants you to Umi.
I'm going to, because I don't know if that's a wall or not. It is! Okay, that was the right play.
It's like,
you
what?
Enjoy my suffering. You know what? If I'm making at least one person smile with all this, that's fine. Hey,
that,
there's
like
fun.
3 in a row, 4 in a row, where it's giving you the Umi in the starting hand?
I'm really worried about if the game gives me this much of an attitude, we're not making it past Final 6 tonight. This is frightening. Now y'all know why I'm fishing for a second MBD, because of this. It owes me 2 at this point, frankly. Oh, what is this?
I need Spike to come in here and give you his luck.
Actually, I don't think this is gonna be enough. Nope, should have put in my other one. That's alright. How many cards do I have left in my deck? 30. Oh, I should be fine here. This is just a little blip, but I should still be able to get my stuff here. I meant to put down Asiello here, but it's fine. I can still get 1 effective attack in it. It's not a huge deal.
This game owes you nothing. Correct.
This game owes you nothing. That's correct. Alright, there we go. That's just a 1 turn difference. Not a deal breaker here. Game, I need a second one. Can you please give me a solid here? Kaminari attack. That's pretty good. No, we got the M without the B. No, we got the little one. We don't want the little
Gaia,
one.
we got another right arm, and we got a little meteor dragon.
Yeah, that doesn't count, unfortunately. However, it is good to get some level 2 dragons in there, which the little meteor dragon is. We got a Kaminari attack, which is a thunder. So that's all good.
So we got some good stuff from that one, just not what we're looking for.
Yeah. Alright. Yep, that wasn't me. Like the hit song. That's correct.
Someone in chat saying that's the we have MBD at home dragon.
Yes! Very good! Yes! Thank you. I like that. I like that, y'all. That is a wonderful analogy. Again, though, I can't stress this enough. This is not a speedrun, this is a showcase. This is to show off how wonderful this game can be. Doesn't always have to be serious, y'all. Just have fun with your games. You want to go fast, put a timer up, great, but don't forget to have fun. You know? I may kid about how this game treats me, but I'm still having a good time underneath it all, you know?
It's important to play games that you enjoy.
Well, the first one's name's Bob. Bob always shows up. No, Benjamin always shows up first. Bob shows up late, and then sometimes Beatrice shows up. But that's a very sometimes. So here we go. Here is a level 1 dragon and a level 2 thunder. I just want to show you all what Kaminari attack can do here. See? probably could beat the game on this, but the fact that there are times where if I don't get MBD, I die in the final 6, that's what's making me delve for another one, despite how much of a time loss it might be. Nope. Nothing here. These are very quick as well, so that's the other reason why I don't mind dumping some time into this. But hopefully I get it soon. I'm starting to get a little nervous over here. Alright, so I got a crawling dragon here. That's another level 2 dragon, but unfortunately we already have all 3 of them, so there was nothing in that pool.
Someone's asking about how easy it is to get into speedrunning this. That's a tough question. Depends on which version you want to run, whether you're talking 1 card mod, or you're talking 1 card, 5 card, 15 card. You're still going to have to learn a lot of fusions, and the final 6 is going to be mean, no matter which version you're playing. So if you're looking to get into this, just be aware the game will be mean. It is not for everyone.
I can't stress this enough. This game doesn't care if you're a world record holder or someone who's new at it. It's going to treat you the same way. That's just the way the game is. You don't even need those equips here because we gain the field power bonus on Umi, even if this is a shield. Hold it. Alright. And again, I want to make it clear we can probably beat the game on this, but if our RNG is bad, it still could take a while. Curse of Dragon's a level 2 dragon. Metal Dragon is a level... Another Trent! Oh! Okay, we're good.
Yay!
Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good, y'all.
We got some level 2s. We got a second Meteor B Dragon. That wasn't too bad overall, despite the sassing from the game. Like, that wasn't too many attempts.
The minute I saw the second one. A third one is good, but it's also a luxury. You don't need all 3 MC. We only got a second one, which is fine. Alright, so now we have to prep our deck for our final run here. And yes, the mages kind of count as the final run as well here, too.
Somebody's asking why Trent is good. No. Trent is the same rarity as the Meteor B Dragon, and Trent is not good. Trent is just rude. Because that means you rolled a rare card that is not Meteor B Dragon.
Yeah. I have 10 thunders also. That's a terrific number. Nice. Remember, you don't want to have too many dragons. You don't want to have too many thunders. It's important to make sure that you have the right ratios on things. Now, here's the question. Here's the question of the hour. It's not going to happen. I took Umi out most likely. If we were to get our 3rd MBD here, do we back up? Because that means we have to go through Meadow again. That is a question I hope I don't have to answer. And again, we took the Umis out because we have a ton of equips in our deck. And again, you don't want to draw Umi at the wrong time. Like, it's bad. I'd much rather have my equips here. What if I lose duel and campaign? I go back to my last save, which I just saved. It's not a tragedy by any means. I'm going to be doing some safety saves here. Here's our level 2 dragon here, Curse of Dragon.
Chat's angry at me because I said Trent's not good.
Well, it's not terrific for where we are in this part of the game, but it's not necessarily bad either.
I didn't say it was bad, I said it's not good. It's not what we're looking for. How's that? That is the very, words are hard.
What this game tried to pull, though, gave us a 3,500 defender at the beginning. That's just rude.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, yeah. I found the word. It's the diplomatic response.
I like that. Hi, friend. MBDs are my friends. This has definitely been... Remember how I said that each run has a story, y'all? This has been the most attitude run.
Yes.
I haven't seen this kind of attitude from the game in a while. So that's this story, this run story. It's got a lot of attitude to it.
Like, overall, you've been getting reasonable results. It's just giving you a lot of sass.
Yeah, sass. That's another wonderful word. Alright, doesn't look like it's going to give me a reason to go back, which is fine. That means we get to save a little bit of time. We can still get MBD one last time There might be a time in the final 6 where you can get it as well, but you can get it off a mountain, but it's a very low 2-drop. Now, wouldn't that be the sassiest of sass to happen there?
Yeah, give it to you at a point where you can't really go and edit your deck.
No, no. So here's the next scary part. This could be a 4250 first turn.
That's a lot. Is that because the
Yeah, so we're
meadow's
gonna
already
scout-
active?
Yeah, Gate Guardian gets a field power bonus on the meadow. We're going to start with Skull Knight in defense mode here. We're keeping the MBD in our hand. A single equip will put us over Gate Guardian. That is not a Gate Guardian, that is a Wall Shadow. So we're going to take a chance now. We have one more in our deck if the worst happens. We're going to put our sun here. Sun beats moon. Get over that 3,500 Wall Shadow to start, and let's take our damage here, Skull Knight. Alright, not a Gate Guardian. That's really good. That's very good news.
Yay.
Actually, you know what? 5350, huh? Alright, let's get a little greedy. I'm gonna see if I can win the game on this turn.
Are you gonna try and break the defense mode with I see, yeah.
Yeah, let's try to do this. Okay. The safe strat would have been to equip the Bright Castle to the MBD, so that way if Gate Guardian happen, we win no matter what. But why not just win the game on this turn if you can win the game on this turn, right? Like...
E.
We don't have to go through the scrolly anymore. We don't go through the scroll now until the final 6. So again, we're going to do a little bit of extra saves. Again, it's going to deplete from our time, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with some of this. We probably won't die on Ocean, but I've seen Ocean mess me up before in the high Ocean battle, so I still roughly got about an hour to go. Rather not lose time to something really, really, really silly. So we'll take our tiny time losses here. But again, if you're going for a PB, you won't want to do this. You'll want to take the chance. For a showcase, perfectly fine. No, you're choosing the Guardian Star. The Guardian Star. Think about typings in Pokemon, but you can change your typing. It's pretty cool. Karushin, that is a level 2 dragon, so that's why it's good to take a look at it every now and then. Oh my gosh, we got 2 Karushins. All right, here we go. Someone's going to say something about Sky. Make sure to count.
The way I would probably compare it is, you know, Pokemon that have 2 types. If whenever you send it out in battle, you choose which type it is that battle.
What the heck? All Thunders and Skull Knight? I do have dragons in this deck game.
And then the game gives you 4 dragons.
Now you know why I save for showcases, right?
Yeah. It wasn't quite 4 dragons, but it tried. Oh my god, that's gonna be huge with the Umi, isn't it?
Aw, it's a Boulder Tortoise. That's right. I was thinking, like, is that wall? And then I noticed, I'm like, oh, right, I forgot about Boulder Tortoise.
I'm just laughing because your friends are sassing you in chat this entire time.
My friends are allowed to sass me, that's fine. Thanks, Maverick. Maverick Girl, I wish. That is an I wish if I'd ever seen it. I'm glad everybody's having a good time.
Unfortunately, my prediction of 7 Meteor Bee Dragons did not come true.
No, we got 7 Skull Knights instead. Oh,
It's the same drop slot, right? So, not that far off.
Yeah.
Could you imagine chat's reaction if you got 7 Trents?
No. I think I got 5 during my Frame Fatale run, which was still 5 too many in my opinion. Maybe a 1 to bless the run and for the meme is okay. Anything beyond 1 is just too many for me. Although I did donate per Trent, so, you know, at least the charity benefited from that. That's a good thing. Just remember, y'all, traditional, like, Forbidden Memory speedruns are a little different than this one. This one is my personal route and preference. Actually, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. Y'all want to see Widespread Ruin in action?
Ooh.
This is in case there's a crab turtle here. Oh, look at this. Oh, it would be so terrible if that was a Widespread Ruin. Oops.
That was one of those, like, equip and a magic combos.
Yep.
You mentioned that earlier. One of the few times that you'll see the AI actually use a fusion.
Yeah, if I start on a Widespread, the AI can totally do that, but guess what? A Widespread eats a fusion out of their hand then, so that's cool. If this game's gonna give me sass, I'm gonna throw it right back at it, you know? Speaking of sass, so here's another interesting play. That is a moon, I think it was a moon or Uranus, let me see. I'm still gonna put this in moon just in case here. So this could be a wall. I mean, it's a shield, but it's the same thing as a lab wall. Same defense, attribute, everything. So again, like I said, game's being sassy today. Trying to anticipate that sass now.
Just assume the game is being sassy and strategize from there at this point.
Ragaki, what does that look like? I feel like it's been forever since we've seen Ragaki.
That was like, what, start of the run since you Raigeki'd?
Yeah, it's been a little while. Hey, that's a regular Thunder Dragon. That's really good. We take those.
You used one in the tournament. I'm trying to think if you've used one after that.
Okay, so again, we're going to do another non-traditional thing in FM speedrunning, and that is we are going to go face Seto 2. Why? Again, because this is a showcase. It's cool to show off Seto 2. Seto 2 is almost as powerful as the Final 6, and you have to face a Final 7 member, also known as Lab Mage. So all we're going to do here is we're going to free Taya early and create a kind of shortcut for the end of the game, but you normally don't do this. You normally just take the whole gauntlet in at once, but if we game over in the Final 7, you have to go through this super long cutscene every single time. So we're going to take the proper precautions here because it's a showcase. Show off a little bit of Seto 2 here. Why not, you know? So you won't get a chance to see this too often. And again, if you are just beginning to speedrun this game, I'm very happy to show this off because, you know, maybe you want to take this route to start off. I started off on the Seto 2 route. There's no shame in doing that. You run your speed game however you want to do it, and this is a great way to jump in to the speedrun.
I'm laughing at that question in chat that you probably see as well.
Alright, I'll do it for you, friend. It allows me to take 2 cards from my deck and add them to my hand. Thanks, Mark.
I'm surprised we got like 2 hours in before somebody made that joke.
Now, this is normally the first member of the Final 7 if you don't take this little shortcut. And Seto 2 isn't. We get Seto 3, but Seto 2 is good practice for Seto 3. Here's Ragaki. Now, if I could have that Ragaki also in my opening hand against Seto 2, that would just be a wonderful game. Yeah. Asking nicely for a friend. Okay. Right, left, right. There's only one way. If you get it wrong, you will have to face Lab Mage again. It's sad. I had kind of hoped that Paradox was in this game. Para and Dox. But it looks like Lab Mage just kind of replaced them, which is a shame. Para and Dox are really cool characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime.
Is there a hint to that in the game somewhere, or do you just have to keep fighting him and trying over again, casually?
Trial and error.
Oh,
this
no.
game. It does not do anything for you. It does not pay you favors. It's See the way Kaiba's looking at you? That's the way the whole game looks at you. Yo, the Immortal of Thunder. That's a good card. All right. So
slowly pitching a lot of our level 1s. It's really nice.
I actually added an extra thunder. It feels like we keep getting dragons without thunders and vice versa, so maybe the 11th thunder will help out. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to swap one back in if I can find a level 2 dragon, but hey, guess what? We win. Kaiba's strongest creature is a Gate Guardian on Seto 2. If this was Seto 3, this is not a good play. You set the widespread if this is Seto 3, but because this is Seto 2, we win. And that is a Gate Guardian face down, y'all, so... Actually, you know what? Just... I'm gonna set the widespread just to be safe here. So, what have we learned? MBD is amazing. It's 1 card, not 3 cards plus like 2 equips. This is why I love MBD in this strategy. That is Blue Eyes Jr. You get to learn what the Guardian star symbols are, and also a good rule of thumb, if the computer leaves a card in face down attack, that means it at least has 3,000 attack points. That's another Blue Eyes White Dragon.
How do you tell the difference? Is that just because he's already played the Gate Guardian, or?
If it was a Gate Guardian, it would also be a moon.
Oh, okay. So it's depending on what symbol it is.
Yep. And that is Seto 2, y'all. We'll take a look at that drop pool after. That's an AS POW on Seto 2. I'm sure that's going to be a spicy drop table.
She has the Millennium Eye. That's how you know what he's dropping. You have the Millennium Eye hidden, don't you, Sky?
Maybe. A lot of it, again, I cannot stress it enough. A great way to learn this game is just through trial and error. Now, if that wasn't enough, the next shrine we're going to is Forest. What does Forest have but a perfectly ultimate Great Moth at 4,000 attack points because of the Forest Train? Luckily for us, MBD also has a Mars attribute in addition to the Sun attribute. Mars is fire. Fire kind of kills things in a Forest Train. Spicy, but nothing that we need. So again, another great shrine to have MBD in. And what is this? This is nonsense. That's what this is. I just added a Thunder to this deck, too. Again, like I said, Ray, sass.
Yeah. Game is being rude.
Ooh, what do we have here? What do we have early here? Gyragumo, okay. Alright. And play that way? I can play that way, too.
It's nice that you've gotten so many level 2s, even after your farm. Just been slowly accumulating level 2s.
I don't think this person plays a wall, do they? Nope, Dungeon Worm. I put that one in Moon just in case, because walls tend to have the Uranus symbol. But I don't think this person plays Labyrinth Wall or Millennium Shield. Yeah, we got it on this round. Play Skull Knight here. Well, none of my MVDs showed up here, so hopefully they shuffle to the top of my deck for the next match, because I may have game overed on this if this was High Forest. Let's get a slightly better scenario, shall we?
There's a few people here who are not here for the start of this exhibition, and do not try to compare the rules of normal Yu-Gi-Oh to this game. It does not make sense. These are the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. They're different.
And Forbidden, yep, and Forbidden Memories only. Got a Thunder there, but I think we're good on Thunders at this point.
Hoping for an Exodia in this game is mean because it can only be done to you by the AI.
All right, there we go. Now, we haven't won quite yet because if Pugum is on the field. If Pugum is on the field, we can only tie Pugum. That is not Pugum because otherwise it would have been left in attack mode. So, I'm going to start to power up our dragon here while we're waiting. Let's see what we got here. That's not too bad. I did get the MVD, though. I do feel a little more comfortable.
I think for the chatter asking if I'm doubting if Sky has the heart of the cards, I think I'm saying Sky doesn't need the heart of the cards.
You make me sound like Seto Kaiba when you put it that way.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Alright, that was pretty easy mode Forest. I'm happy about that. That was actually lower Forest was harder than that, so nice. I was actually, I mean, not like I'm trying to measure this because this is a showcase, but in terms of individual splits, I was actually a gold split for Forest.
Nice.
Yeah, we take those. Exactly, someone in chat just said the Seto Kaiba meme there. Something something rules something something money.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times. I like how much chat's been having fun with the memes during this run.
Oh,
and of course,
absolutely.
If you were enjoying this showcase, make sure you give Skybills a follow, twitch.tv/Skybills. Skybills does play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories somewhat regularly on her stream, as well as Magic the Gathering and other games, so definitely check her out. It's a fun stream.
Is it possible to get a Gate Guardian? I wish. That would be cool. That would be very cool. But no. Plus, Gate Guardian doesn't take a lot of the dragon power-ups, so that would make it a little trickier as well. Alright, let's have a little bit. Actually, no. There is something that can drop from here, so... This is where our 2 is, actually. So we're gonna power up this 2600 crawling dragon here. Ooh, Guardian Star advantage. Nice.
Game is really sassing you with the lack of thunder.
Very much. Oh, look at this game.
What in the world?
Here we go again. Here we go again. Remember when I said this game owes you nothing? Alright, this time I'll put it in Sun, alright? Apparently Uranus isn't good on Mountain. That makes sense, because that's Earth-based. Alright. Probably no 2 for the other MVD, but that's okay. I've never gotten the 2, so... Oh, now they decide to show up. Okay, I see how this is.
I almost see that as the game taunting you even more by the AI dropping a thunder that you have in your deck saying, didn't you wish you had this in your hand?
Always. A lot of people ask me, how do you keep your cool? You know, this game is kind of aggravating in spots. And I say, wait till you play in a tournament for actual, like, money on the line and fame. Everything else seems very minuscule in comparison. It helps me not take things too seriously.
It also depends on what your intent is. Like, if you're just showing off the game in a situation like this for a showcase, where the goal is to show the game and have fun, it's different than if you're trying to go for a PB, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, going for a PB is also very difficult in this game.
Mindset is important.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. Alright, I'm just gonna put this down, and then I'll equip the Megamorph to Skull Knight. Again, you want to have 2 very strong monsters out of the gates. Now, that hand I just got, that is a game-winning hand against Seto Kaiba and against Nightmare. That is the kind of hand we want to see. Take this up to 3650 here.
But this play here with the Skull Knight plus the Megamorph just makes this battle end faster, since you're not as worried about the danger of this enemy.
Yeah, my damage is distributed, and I should be able to win on the next turn here. Yeah, the most important part about this game, like if someone were to ask, like, what would you recommend? Don't go on tilt during this game. I know that's really easier said than done, but this game feeds off of tilt. You have to have patience.
I imagine it also helps with what you've been saying over and over again, like where this game owes you nothing. Go into it assuming that the game owes you nothing and that you're not, expecting to get good things out of the game.
And honestly, like, that's a lesson you can take across speedrunning in general. You see a lot of people get angry at their speed games, and it's like, well, again, it's an AI, doesn't care about you, your speedrun. The best thing you can do is just whenever something happens, try to make light of it, have fun with it, laugh. Like, that's the way in which you can get back at the game. Oh, there was a Harpy's Pet Dragon in there. I gotta make sure to put that in after. That's a level 2 dragon I don't get too often. That's gotta be a low drop rate. Very interesting. Am I ever gonna play Duelist of the Roses? Maybe eventually. It's not on my to-do list right now, but that doesn't mean never, because I played Duelist of the Roses casually. It's a fun game. The only thing about Duelist of the Roses is, arguably, it's really tough for viewers to follow. I don't think it's as viewer-friendly as this game is. Yeah. This game is big numbers, go stompy, like it's fun like that. But Duelist of the Roses is very, very complicated.
Yeah, the mechanics of this game don't always make sense, but the numbers are prominent. You can see the numbers very easily, and you can follow why things are winning, except for some of the Guardian Star advantages. That's a little bit more arcane, but before I really knew people who were running this game, I could still watch a stream of this every now and then, have a general idea of what was going on. It's more accessible.
Yeah, this is a really great description from chat. A Duelist of the Roses is a chess match, yeah. That's a good way to put it, so. By explaining chess to someone who's never seen or played chess, pretty decent comparison, really.
I like the person in chat says nobody understands this game, so it's perfect for newcomers.
Also fair. Also fair. I like that. Oh, that's a level 2 dragon as well. Okay, so we have Dragon Zombie. We have Sword Armor Dragon. Yes, Sword Armor Dragons count, by the way, as a level 2 dragon. And then we have a Harpy's Pet Dragon somewhere in here. So I'm going to take out the Kamuri. Dragons are at the top. And we're already maxed out on Crawling Dragons here. Beautiful.
We've got a lot of level 2s at this point.
Yeah, that's a really good sign. That's a really, really good sign if I have level 2s. It's much easier to fuse and get equips if you have those level 2 dragons there. Game, we have strayed from the path part 2, haven't we?
Opposite problem.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now it's giving you all thunders.
I have very strong feelings about that right now, but we'll address those later.
This fits with the theme you mentioned earlier. The theme of this run is the game has an attitude.
It really does, honestly. Actually. Just in case I need a fusion. This is most likely a 3500 Labyrinth wall. I can eventually get over it. It just may take me a couple of turns. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, fortunately, this person isn't exactly known for accumulating a back row, so I am waiting on a Regeki or another equip to give to Kaminari attack, or to that.
So now, is the goal now just pitch a bunch of cards looking for either of those two?
No need to panic. More of an annoyance, really. Make sure you keep the field under check, kill everything else that you can get rid of.
And you're specifically...
Realistically, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're specifically checking with the Meteor Bee Dragon in case there's more Labyrinth walls?
There we go, we're good. Yeah. I only put out that really strong Kaminari attack because I wanted something to defend me first. I could worry about a wall a little later on. That was just a nuisance, more or less. Okay. And yeah, that's all you got to do in a situation like that is just build your field. Yeah. Seto comes and he's like, well, now it is time to settle the score, and that means we can go to the final 6 now. We'll make our last save now. There are a few things we can shift in and out of our deck. One of the more important ones is once we get to High Sheen, or maybe even more so since we have 2 widespread runes, once we get to Seto 3 and Nightmare, we have 2 Dragon Capture Jars at our disposal. And that gets rid of Blue Eyes Ultimate. It does leave our field exposed, but it does kill Blue Eyes Ultimate. So we do have 4 defense spells against Blue Eyes Ultimate. This is a pretty luxurious deck with 2 widespreads, 2 Dragon Capture Jars, 2 MBDUs, 2 Megamorphs, 2 Bright Castles, 2 Dragon Treasures. I mean, it's almost as good as it can get, but again, this game owes you nothing. We could draw all dragons, we could draw all thunders, we could draw all equips. We'll see what happens. This is where the last of the good vibes are going to be needed here. This is it. This is the final gauntlet. Seto 2 is optional. Yes, and we win. Again, for the sake of having 2 strong creatures out at the same time here, we're going to set our NBD to 4,000, leave the Megamorph in hand, and that way we can make a 3,800 Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon when the time comes, and that should end the duel much quicker here.
Or you could draw another Meteor Bee Dragon. Dang, I tried.
We get a boost on the Yumi field here for Skull Knight. It's pretty sweet. Next turn, all we got to do is play Regeki, and we have our AS POW on, I believe this is Sebek. Now, if we get that luck on Seto or on Nightmare, we'll win the game. But we need that kind of luck. Everything has to fall into place perfectly during those. That's the warm-up. You can still lose on Sebek and Neku, but that's supposed to be your warm-up to make sure that you're not on tilt. It's a good time to check yourself right before you head into the last few. We call it Final 6, but it's really more like Final 4 is the worst. The first 2 are just a warm-up. Nothing really interesting there.
It can be a little bit tilting if you have a really, really good deck where you're blowing Sebek and Neku out of the water, so that every time you lose to the Final 4, you still have to go through these 2 chuckleheads.
Absolutely. I like your use of the term chuckleheads there.
It's a fun word.
Actually, I'm gonna put that in defense mode because the hurdle to clear on this one is 33,000, I want to say. Skull Knight 3150 as well. So I left a Harpy's Pet Dragon in my hand just in case I need a Thunder. And there it is, but we can also do Bright Castle here. So I think we're going to do that instead because we already have an advantage here on this terrain. Actually, I'll just do this instead. These are level 2 dragons again. I'm glad this hand was on Neku and not Seto 3, High Sheen, or Nightmare, because this may have been a losing hand, even with our good stuff.
And that's if they started with one of their good draws, you mean, right?
Mm-hmm. No, their draw was pretty average. Skull Knight is pretty much what you get most hands. Probably nothing interesting there on B, but that's fine. We don't need Zoe. We got 3 Skull Knights in deck. All right. This is the first match where we can lose. Now, normally, you could put Dragon Capture Jars in here. I'm going to probably opt out of that for now. I'm going to lose to a dragon by doing that, but you also don't want to draw a Dragon Capture Jar and be against 2 Gate Guardians, right? They're not dragons. So I'm going to wait till we get to Seto 3 to put those Dragon Capture Jars in the deck. Okay, I think we win. Yeah, we win.
Because with the double equip, you're high enough?
Mm-hmm. All we have to do is clear the 3750 hurdle and we're good to go. I put both on just to be safe. Haishin 2 does not have Blue Eyes Ultimate. This would not be enough against Seto 3, which is our next match, but it is more than good enough here. And Haishin does start out with that Gate Guardian, so yeah, we're pretty lucky here, honestly. Again, admittedly, if you're trying to go fast and get a PV, which this category has times as low as, I want to say, the hour 20 mark, but again, that's with many resets. That's with many resets. But if you're trying to showcase this and just show this off in a marathon, the strategy's pretty okay. I'm okay with it. All right, this is going to be an AS POW, I believe, on Haishin. Something pretty good could drop here. Let's go. Now, the next match, even though it's the third to last, it's the hardest match in the entire game, this next one. The second hardest is the final one, but this one is arguably tougher than... So all we need in this opener is 2 equips and MBD, and we should be fine. Widespread Ruin is also okay because we can set the widespread and he can hit ultimate with it. That's also okay. So there's a couple of acceptable things to start on here. Yep, Stone Dragon is a level 2 dragon. That's true. We're going to put that in.
I put my
now I need some time
to get Sky and MBD, just hoping.
2 more level 2 dragons, Ray.
Nice. Do you have any more level 1 dragons in your deck at this point?
I don't think so. I have 11 Thunders, though. I also need to make room for 2 Dragon Capture Jars, so we'll see as to what I want to do here. I'll probably take out one of the Tiny Thunders. And then I want to put in Kaiser Dragon. I actually never get Kaiser Dragon, so that one's kind of a treat. Take out one of my Skull Knights, because those are going to be a little less relevant now. I'll still probably leave 2 of them in. And then, let me see. I am going to go get my Dragon Capture Jars, because that's going to be one of the few things that can take down Blue Eyes Ultimate, other than just a super big creature, but we can't always count on that. Alright, so it's under magic. Alright, 2 Dragon Capture Jars here. I might actually just board out the Skull Knight. Board out, I feel like magic talk here. I'm going to take out the 2 Skull Knights for now, and I'm going to put in the 2 Dragon Capture Jars.
It would be convenient if you could set things aside into a sideboard in this game, like easier access.
Oh, yeah. Right. See, look at this hand. This is terrible. All right, so nothing here is really great. I may set the Dragon Capture Jar. The only bad thing is we have no follow-up to that, right? So the better thing to do here is to, again, let's do what's called scouting. We're going to scout here. We're going to put this Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon in defense. If Kaiba responds with an ultimate, we'll Dragon Capture Jar immediately, and then hopefully we have a follow-up to that. We'll see, though. That is an ultimate. We're prepared, though, this time. We're prepared, y'all. That's why it was important to make... Oh, would you... All right, let's prepare. Let's prepare. The only way this stinks is if he plays the second one, because then we have no way of getting over it, and Kaiba does play back row. We'll see what happens. We still might be dead. Yes. Okay, it's just on me. Okay. Order matters here. Why you don't panic? You gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta be prepared. If we get one more equip, we'll win the duel. That's probably Black Skull Dragon. We're gonna take a little bit of a chance here. We need to be on the offensive here. The sooner this duel ends, the better before Kaiba gets second ultimate.
Even better, it was Metal Zoa.
We need one more. Oh yeah, we need one more turn. If we get one more turn without ultimate, we're gonna be good to go here. That is not an ultimate. We win, folks. We'll be going on to Dark Knight, which, yes, I've lost on Dark Knight before as well, too. Hey, friend.
There's a Meteor Dragon.
Alright, we are past Seto 3 for now. We could be back here if we lose. But we're past Seto 3 the first time around. Let's go, y'all.
Yay!
Okay. Don't take any of these last two for granted. We still got a long ways to go. But for now, we get to laugh at Haishin getting what he deserves. Remember, Haishin killed someone at the beginning of the game. There was a murder at the beginning of the game. So we're all gonna point and laugh at the Haishin for getting exactly what Haishin deserves here. So get ready, get those laughing emotes out. This is gonna be worthy of a good laugh here. Yeah, MBD would trade with the ultimate. But if that happens, Kaiba will play a back row and then take down ultimate, like a Redgaki or something. So you don't want to be caught in that position. So here's the trick with Nightmare, Dark Knight Nightmare. Dark Knight plays mostly back rows. Oh, here we go. Hang on, we got to take a moment here for Haishin getting what he deserved. All right.
There we go. I put my pride laughs in chat.
There you go.
I love the bee emotes. They're so good.
I told y'all, Haishin's bad. We can laugh at Haishin's misfortune. All right, let me take a look real quickly here. What do we got? Ooh, another level 2 dragon. Ray.
Not that helpful at this point.
Huh. If I get all mega, hey, there's 2 of them. Hey, let's go. All right. Okay, so all we need to do is just produce something bigger than 3,500. If we do that, we win this match. Easier said than done. Once he starts back rowing, we're probably dead. Okay, this isn't terrible. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clear our whole hand. Now, if he starts MBD, we will be killed here most likely. But if it's anything other than that, we're probably okay here.
So would you call the Meteor Bee Dragon a level 3 dragon?
Sure. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, that's not an MBD. We are all we're done.
Ooh.
We've won this match. Okay, so actually, I'm just gonna do this. I'm not taking any chances. All right, we won this match. We're going on to Nightmare. So Nightmare plays nothing but strong monsters. The problem is he's got 3 ultimates in his deck, I'm pretty sure. I know there's at least 1 to 2 of them, because I've seen them both, and it's ended a really good PB attempt of mine.
Alright, everyone, give Sky your energy for Nightmare.
Again, I've lost to Dark Knight before, but Dark Knight's all back row, and in order for him to play back row, he's got to have a stronger creature than me to start, so that's either the easiest battle or the hardest battle. Alright. One more, y'all. This is the real one besides Kaiba. This is the other really bad one. Okay. Nothing really great here. Here we go, y'all. This is it for all the marbles. Let's go.
Oh no, there's somebody with Nightmare in their username in chat. No, wrong type of giving energy.
Okay, so this hand isn't great, but we're going to do the same thing that we did against Seto. And actually, I'd be half tempted to pitch the Dragon Capture Jar, but again, we got nothing to take out Blue as ultimate, so we kind of have to keep that in our hands. So we're going to pitch 4, and we're going to play this in defense mode, and now we pray. That is Gate Guardian? Uh-oh, I should have pitched my jar, that means. We'll see. MBD, I need you. That's not an MBD. However, this is a twin-headed Thunder Dragon, but it doesn't kill that, so we're going to have to pitch all here. There is a chance we lose here. So I'm actually going to keeping the Dragon Treasure is probably an interesting play here. So again, he doesn't play a back row, which is good news. We can't get Redgaki here. But that's our best play, I think. Alright, I don't see a sun. I think that might be Gate Guardian number 2. I'm glad I kept the Dragon Treasure. Okay, that works. Let me do my order here. Order matters. The only way we lose here is if we get ultimated. This is going to be 3,800. We would have lost had we not kept the second dragon treasure. All right. Now, if we get a Megamorph, we win the game on this Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon alone. If we don't see a sun, I don't want to see the sun. I don't want to see the sun. That is not a sun, that is an MBD down on the field. And we win.
Ooh, the Megamorph and another dragon treasure.
Oh, we're using it, all right. We win. Actually, we don't yet. I should have played that on the other one, so I could still lose here. Because I did not play that right. We'll see. I still got widespreads in here. I still lose to ultimate. I have 2 draws, though, if ultimate happens.
You have time.
So hang on.
Yeah.
I made a tiny mistake there, admittedly. We'll see if it costs me.
You have time.
I did not. All right, I'm grateful it didn't cost me. Don't do what I do there. We win. That was my fault. I could have just put it on the other one. My focus was on trying to end this duel as soon as I could. And I'm glad it didn't come back to bite me in the butt. All right, we won, y'all. Is that enough, math-wise? Yeah. There we go. No MBDs in that final duel, though.
Is that time right there?
I'll let you know when time is. Okay. It is now. That was better than my Challenger approaching run. Told y'all that was cursed. All right. Here's everybody's favorite sound effect here.
Ooh, let me turn it up.
Too good. It's too good. It's funny.
I like the second text box of no.
Oh. You know, so what is this? I had a 35 during Flame Fatale, I had a 36 here, and then I had like either a high 40 or a low 50. So all 3 of my runs have been under my original Flame Fatale estimate of 255. I would call this, again, a pretty consistent route for a showcase or for a marathon.
This worked really well.
So I'm really happy. I'm the one who kind of worked on this routing for what if it was in a marathon, if you wanted to show it off. What is the safest way to do it? And I would say there's nothing safer than under 3 hours and first try final 6.
And your time variance hasn't been super big. Like, it's not all over the place. Usually takes you a little while. Still farm stuff you need.
Mm-hmm. And that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 15 card. Any questions? Comments?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Where can these fine folks find you?
I am at twitch.tv/Skybills. I typically stream a combination of these speedruns, Magic the Gathering Arena for my Double Mythic quest. I'm currently on 20 months in a row of Double Mythic that is constructed and limited. And then I occasionally do some Let's Plays as well, because card games are stressful and it's nice to have a little bit of buffer content there as well. So if you like any of that, you'll enjoy that. Also, GDQ hotfix stuff. I am the host of Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill, so please be sure to check both of those shows out. That's every other Tuesday, every other Wednesday. It's not this week, though. Next week is my week. So if you see RNG, Mercy Kill will immediately follow that the next evening.
Yeah, and you can always go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to see information about other hotfix shows. Thanks for being on. This was a ton of fun. It looked like chat was enjoying themselves as well, so I hope everybody had a good time. That's all we have here for tonight. Just showing off Forbidden Memories 15 card mod with Sky. We do hope that you take an opportunity to check out our other hotfix shows. If you tune in tomorrow, we've got Testing Grounds at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a show about new games and their speedruns. I forget what the game is tomorrow. I can look it up while I talk about Time Capsule, which starts at 10 p.m. Eastern, is the Final Fantasy VIII Part 2 run. And Testing Grounds is Psychonauts 2. There we go. I knew that game. I just forgot. So we got lots of good stuff coming up here on Hotfix. Starts most nights of the week at 7 p.m. Eastern. Weekend stuff sometimes in the afternoons, more likely. But of course, we'd really appreciate if you would consider subscribing, because Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your subscriptions and bits. Do you have any final shout-outs, people you'd like to give thanks to before we wrap things up here, Sky?
Well, I'd like to thank GDQ Hotfix for having me again. This has been an honor to show it off in 3 different ways in GDQ, so thank you to GDQ for having me, and thanks to everybody in my chat who showed up, either via, from my chat, you're helping me count, or if we were all laughing at the sass that the game threw at us together, I mean, it was fun. It was fun getting to know you all, and I look forward to seeing you soon, especially here on GDQ Hotfix. Be sure to check out all of our programming, you all. Thank you. And thanks to Ray for having me. Ray's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to call it there for tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to find somebody to raid. So stick around here for a few minutes. We're going to send you off on the way as somebody who's speedrunning tonight. So go give them all the positive energy we're throwing at Sky. Give them good luck on their speedruns tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow for Testing Grounds and Time Capsule.